not stupid.
Well, I disagree with that, sir.
Yes, I'm not stupid.
Well, I disagree with that, sir.
Good morning. Tomorrow's Halloween, so I thought I'd scare y'all. How are you guys doing? I was looking up his candy corn teeth, as you guys like to call it. Ugh. Ooh. Okay, one more scream. Okay, just had to do that. Sorry. All right, let's pull him off of there because I'm getting sick to my stomach. I gotta go check my email. I don't know if I got anything yet. I've been looking at something else before I had to go live this morning. You out on bond already? I am. I haven't gotten served yet. Mark. Oh. Hey, Garrett, Patty, Phyllis, Irene, Louise, Show, Linda, Karen, Phyllis, Zephyr, Cass, Barbara Schultz, Paula, Nancy, Lisa, Dolly, Shannon. Wow, all you guys are in here. Bama Green Eyes. Did I miss anybody? Lesinator. Darren Tooch. Is it Touch or Tooch? And Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen was the first one in this morning. Okay. Romper room. Cher, how is your snake bite? You guys, Cher got bit by a moccasin. No lie. Homegirl is tough. I want to know how quickly they got you to the hospital and how you're still here with us today, because that has been my biggest fear in life ever. Hey, Sierra. Hey, Sean. All right, so today we're watching the Mark, your girlfriend bit you. There's so many things I want to say right now, and I'm just gonna keep it PG. Okay, so today we're gonna be watching the last portion of his interrogation, which you guys know it was over 5 hours long. And this stream that we're going to watch is almost 3 hours long today. So, if you guys are ready, I am too. And I may be, for those of you who like to come in and watch, I do have this up on my channel with no commentary on it. So if you'd rather go watch that, if you don't like commentary, I would suggest you guys do that. Okay. All right, you guys, here we go. On November 21st of 2021, Darrell Brooks Jr. drove a sports utility vehicle through an annual Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. 6 people lost their lives that day, and more than 6 were injured. Brooks ended up pleading not guilty on all counts. He represented himself in trial, and many of you know how all that went. The trial began on October 3rd of 2022. We've highlighted a lot of the trial on this channel if you'd like to watch it. The jury did find him guilty on all 76 charges, and on November 16th, he was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 763 years and 3 months to be served consecutively. In short, he will never see the light of day outside of a cell again. The following series is a 4-part video of his interviews from when he was taken into custody after the parade. And with that, let's get to it.
If she doesn't tell the truth about this, where does that lead?
couple moments. I can only give you like 2.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm like, I managed all the pain I can manage. I managed all the pain I can manage.
So what was your question you're asking when I stepped back in?
She tells the truth and says, hey, man, well, obviously they know I didn't put my hands on her or anything like that.
Sure, right.
Once she lets you guys know, hey, man, I was just pissed off. Then what?
Well, okay. So she tells us she's just pissed off. So the thing that's important to me, and especially to you, because, you know, you talked about your faith. I was just being honest, no matter what the situation is, both big and little, not just big stuff, but little shit too. Just being, you know, straight up. Well, hold on. Yeah, I heard it. We kind of touched on it.
I was just saying.
I hear it. But, you know, I know your kids are important to you, okay? I know your mom's important to you. Family's important to you. You want the best for them, right? You want them to be safe.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out when you left there yesterday, where you were going. That's basically it. Where you were trying to go, what happened.
That's
okay. And what would you want someone to tell me if, you know, after what happened when you left, it involved one of your family members. No one's. You got some injuries, right?
Yeah, that was just
some people.
From,
no, not
just
you.
From them
not you. From after you drove away, some people had to get checked out at the hospital, and they're all right. They had to get checked out. You know what I'm talking about. They had to get checked out.
What do you mean?
After you left yesterday, after you drove off, okay? You kind of tore out of there and you were upset. There were a lot of, like you said, there were some people around and, you know, a couple injuries to some people's legs. I know you were driving the car, all right, but just we're trying to understand what happened. What would Darrell want Ben to say to me if Ben were upset and there was an accident? And
that's what you was alluding to.
Yeah.
Right.
If it was your mom or your kids.
Well, I mean, you were just telling me how concerned you are about your daughters.
Right.
You're concerned about your mom, and you're concerned about. So, what is it that you think that we're alluding to? Because you're concerned about going away for a long time. You've been hummed up for domestics before, and you post bail. You go about busy. You know, while you're on bail, you can have a job. You go back to your home. You know that. Why are you were just telling me before I stepped out that you were concerned about going away for a long time. Why do you feel that way?
I feel that way because I already have an open case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sentenced on that yet. I was supposed to get sentenced on the 11th, but everything is, you know, getting pushed back for one reason or another. But that case should have been already, I was already looking for like, okay, cool, I'm going to have some sense of normalcy again because I'm on probation.
That's like a bail jumping charge, though.
What?
Your other case.
If you violated your other case, that's not, bail jumping doesn't put you away for a long time.
No. I'm saying my open case was dealing with possession of a firearm.
Okay.
So technically they can send me away for that. That's what they were talking about before when I was initially going through it, and then over time they kind of, you know, softened their stance because I had sat so long in the House of Correction that by the time I actually got to a certain point in that case, they were just kind of like, we got 400 cases. My judge had 400 cases backed up that was supposed to go to trial because of COVID, because nobody was getting a 90-day speedy trial granted. So he kept having to push it back and push it back and push it back and push it back and push it back.
So you're worried. You're worried about that.
I'm worried about whatever this domestic stuff and whatever's going on with this tying into that. And it's just like,
well, we don't tie it all in. We don't tie it all into it. I'm not worried about what's going on out there, but what I'm asking you is, you care about your family, you care about your mom.
Man, my daughters, I care about Erica.
What I'm asking you about, what I'm asking you about yesterday, okay, after you left, isn't an end of the world thing. I'm simply asking you, well, I mean, so why do you react that way?
What?
Why do you react that way?
A bail jumping combined?
I'm not talking about a bail jumping. I'm talking about, so when you left, okay, you came out here, you had your mom's car, right? And you left, all right? And I think you were angry and you left and you were trying to get the hell away from her because she drives you crazy. She just makes you fucking nuts. And you're not familiar with the area.
Definitely not.
Right? You weren't out. I'm not saying you're a terrible guy and that you were out on some quest other than necessarily to get out of there. Okay? But you brought the car out. Did she give it to you or did you take it? That's Milwaukee. I mean, if you took it, you took it. I can't do anything about it.
I don't take anything from anybody.
So she let you use it?
I didn't take anything from anybody.
So she let you use it. So what I'm getting at is with what happened yesterday, okay? And it's not like I told you, this end of the world thing, this end all be all thing. I'm not.
It sounds like it's a lot more that's not being.
I'm not calling you, a
I
terrible guy.
I know you're not. I'm just being honest too. It sounds like it's a lot more than what you're telling me.
What would you want someone to do? What would you want my partner?
He knows what the heck it is.
To say to me if he was driving a car around and your mom had a broken foot, your kid had a broken foot, one of your kids that you love so much and you are so important to you.
So you saying I broke somebody's foot?
I'm asking you what you want someone to do. Did you?
No.
So what happened when you drove away yesterday? Where did you go?
It seemed like you saying you know. Because you just said broken foot. You. Come on, man. Y'all, see, you playing out, man.
Keep talking about your family, right? What would you want someone to do?
I'm not saying, y'all been straight up with me. I've got no issues with you guys whatsoever. But I know when somebody's not telling the whole thing, man. You're not telling me everything that's going on.
I told you from the start, though, Darrell, that part of this was, even last night I told you, it was, a conversation. What I'm asking is, okay, you got a little girl, 7, 14, 18. I mean, they're young. Even 18 is very young.
Yeah, still a kid, yeah. Grown, but still.
So something happened and they got injured. Not a life-threatening injury, but an injury, right?
If my kids got injured.
Yeah, something happened to one of them. They got injured. Not a life-threatening injury, but, some type of injury. And I was talking with someone who knew something about it. What would you want them to tell me?
What would I want them to tell you?
Yeah. You understand where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I understand where you're going with it. I'm just saying,
you want them
I
to say?
feel like it's more that's not being said. It's something somewhere, because this is, and I'm saying that only because.
What are you looking to hear, Darrell? I guess is the question. Because I'm getting information and, like I told you, fact-checking it, getting things from I'm not, like I told you, some people have talked to Erica. I'm not necessarily, he and I aren't the only 2 people working.
Right.
You were the one in the immediate area, so I'm looking to hear from you. I've told you a fair amount. And I told you about the car. About But
Now,
what we know,
can I answer your question? I'm looking to know what charges I'm facing. That's it.
I told you. See, we keep going round and around with this, and that's why I told you, I'm not telling you it's an end of the world thing.
We have to fact check.
If someone got hurt, what would you want something, because they drove a little reckless, all right, and one of your kids had to get, thank God they were okay, but just had to get checked out by a doctor, but we're okay. What would you at least want him to tell me if he knew something about that?
I guess, I mean, like, anybody would want to know what the circumstances.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, anybody would want to
anybody
know the circumstances.
If, maybe shoes were on a little bit of a different foot here.
If it was me, I would want to know the circumstances. I would want to know the circumstances. First of all, what happened, and a little bit more information into why it happened. I guess that would be the normal thing, because, like I said,
that's what you want to know as a family.
Now look,
right?
I'm going.
Okay.
That's why I can understand. Let me see if, it may have been something else to come into play, drugs, alcohol, or something like that. That would make sense. We'll want to know that. And, go from there, I guess. If it was me, I would want to know. Like, it's reasons for everything. I'm not going to immediately, just me being the type of person that I'm not a person that immediately just assumes things. Like, I can think. Like, I can be like, okay, well, just because somebody says this doesn't mean it's necessarily so, or just because somebody said that doesn't mean it's necessarily so. I would want to know, you know what I mean? Okay, what was involved, what came into play, what was the circumstances? I guess that's what I would.
So yeah, tomorrow morning we're going to be live with his court hearing. Whether he shows up or not, we're going to stream something. I'll probably have some testimony to watch for all of us from the trial. But if he shows up in court, we'll be there. So we'll go ahead and be on live. And then tomorrow night, no, I'm not going to be home tomorrow night. And so that will be the only thing I stream for tomorrow. And then I probably won't stream again until Wednesday evening.
The bottom line is you'd want that person to tell me the truth, right? Just be honest about what happened. If they did something dumb, made a mistake, that's, again, not the end of the world. It's like, yeah, shit, went out, left, she made me mad, I left there and, yeah, drove around and someone had to get checked out because I wasn't really paying attention on my phone, etc. Okay.
Now, do you see what that leads to, though?
So you told us that you would want to know the circumstance.
Right.
Because there's a reason for everything.
Exactly.
So
but what I'm saying is, you see what that leads to. That's not, okay, you guys seem like you have a lot more understanding, right? Me going through just the legal system, that leads to, oh, now you got this charge. So then now I got to fight that charge on top of the other charge that I'm already fighting. Charges I shouldn't even have. So it still makes it more like not seeing light at the end of the tunnel, not being able to get out of jail, not being able to fix anything with what if I lose my house? Still got mortgage to pay on it. Where does that leave my kids then? Like, it's like a lot of questions that make people be like,
he ain't got no damn mortgage.
Every time you talk to the police, you always get fucked in the end, no matter what they tell you. No matter what they tell you.
Well, just finishing my thought.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, it's all good. We'll let you talk. You want to know those shit. You want to know those circumstances. You said you want to know the reasons. There's a reason for everything. I agree with you 100%. That's something I would also want to know. The bottom line is you were in Waukesha yesterday, and something happened in Waukesha yesterday.
Right, and that's all I want to know.
And
like,
we
what
want
happened?
to know You know what happened.
Meeting up with Erica, yeah.
And after you left from
Don't
Erica,
know. That's what I'm saying.
you do. You do know what happened. And just like you said, we're here to find out what your reasoning was, what the circumstances was, so that we understand it.
And what you'd want if you turn the circumstances a little. All right? And if what you went through yesterday, some of the roles were reversed. What you'd want someone to do if it was, your family that was involved. What would you want someone to tell me?
Now, I like how you just said what you said, because that gave me a little bit more insight.
Okay, and?
It lets me know that no matter what I say to you guys, I'm not being detained. I definitely have something I'm being charged with.
It's possible, but
Come
we
on.
have, like I said,
Come on,
I said this to you
man.
over and over again. We're here to collect facts.
Come
I can't just spit out random charges at you.
Come
and
on,
say,
man.
I know.
This is it. This
I know
is
that.
it. And I know you. That's what you're looking for. I wish I had that answer for you.
No.
Okay.
I know
That's
y'all
not
saw
what I'm
me
looking for. I just want to
drive
know
through
if I
the
was being
parade.
charged with anything. That ain't. I never once said I want to know what exactly is the charge that I'm being charged with. I just wanted to know if I was being charged with something. That's it.
And it started with the domestic questions that we asked you.
So I'm
Patty.
being charged with a domestic.
I can't tell you what we're being charged with right now because I don't know.
I was
We have
gonna
to do
say-
that.
I
We
was
have to
gonna
do
say
that
that's
fact checking.
crazy.
Remember, I
Well,
got.
I'm not saying you guys do it, but I was gonna say that would be crazy when you didn't even touch somebody.
Mm-hmm. Like that's the start of it.
He
But
has a mortgage.
We're hitting a wall here because you're not on us after. Like I said, you did the right thing. You did. Lesser men would have beat her up for that kind of
And
crap.
I'm not gonna do that.
But I know.
That's my
I'm
child's mother,
Not
man.
saying that you did. You did. You took the high road, but then you left.
What you doing, Shannon?
What happened after you left?
That's what you guys want to know. That's what determines what I'm being charged with.
That's where we're at in this interview. We definitely got a clear picture about the domestic. We definitely got a clear picture about Erica's behaviors and her past recanting of things, and we got a clear picture about that. But yeah, at this point in the interview, that's where we're at, as we try to paint the picture of the time that you came to watch a football game with Marcus, or at Stephanie's house, if there was a Marcus. But from the time you arrived in Waukesha to the time that the cops came up to you on that porch, I got to paint that picture, and we're at that step now where you left her. You didn't do anything to her physically, but you left.
Look at him.
Like I told you, it's not a complete and total end of the world thing here. But you keep doing that, but that makes me wonder.
Because-
okay, what do you know that I don't know?
No, but I keep doing that is because I know how this goes. I know how this goes.
I think
They'll
I
say,
don't know.
and I'm not. No, listen. Like I said, I'm not. It's no animosity or anything directed towards. It's not that. I'm not flipping the script on you guys and trying to y'all didn't do nothing to for me to just. But I know. I'm just saying from my experience. I know how this goes. I've been through this before where, like I said, she said blah blah blah. Then she turns right around and tells the DA, "Oh, I didn't." But I'm still fighting the charges. How am I still fighting charges when she just how? It's like that's why I said even when you tell people, look, this is what happened. Verbatim.
Maybe
And they go, oh, okay. Well, we're gonna take all this into consideration, and then you get where you going, or to the county to get booked in, and you got 55 charges, and you like. So I just sat up there and had confidence in you guys to talk to you guys and let you know what was going on, just for you guys to still throw all these charges on me.
And maybe that's
That's
Taylor
not
and
right.
Milwaukee's system.
Yeah, but
not out there.
that's not right though.
Sure.
I feel like if you're gonna charge somebody with something, at least let it be made sure that that's what happened. Not just saying, oh well, such and such said you did this. Such and such said you punched her in the face. Such and such said you choked her out or something. And then they go, oh well, we're gonna take you to jail. And it's like, okay, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, Darrell. We're not really talking about her anymore, though. You keep spinning back to her.
Because that's how it initially came to me.
When
What's
you
going on
left.
with you and her?
Yeah, and we talked about that. We got into that. Okay. Now, when you left, where were you going again? We weren't walking.
You see how it make me feel like y'all already know what y'all want to do?
Oh, they know.
Or you wasn't doing this, you wasn't doing this, you wasn't doing that. Okay, well, if you know all this, then why do we have to talk?
Because there's a big, broadly painted picture in all this, all right? A lot of it, I don't know anything about, right? And the reason is a lot of those details, we believe you can fill in, all right? And that's why I'm asking you about, your family. We talked about going to church. I go. You said you go. And that's why, to me, being truthful to the best extent possible is how I try to live. Yeah, you said, there were some things you knew last night. I don't know that you totally told me. Yeah, but I've explained why. Part of it, we couldn't find her. There's a lot going on there. Okay. Some other people called some in. Okay. You had said you weren't driving, but, he had that thing with your blood last night.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Well,
That's
the reason
gonna come
we
back.
had that, the
That's
reason
gonna
we
come
had
back
that
clean.
is because there were some people that were able to say, yeah, we saw him driving. We saw this guy leave this area and
Saw me though.
saw.
That's
Hold
me.
on, just finished. He seemed all pissed off about something, and he seemed a bit on the reckless side. So then they check you and make sure you didn't have any alcohol in your blood. You didn't seem high. You didn't seem messed up.
Yeah, y'all knew I wasn't.
Right.
You could have taken.
Right.
I think
I
it's
knew
right.
when I told you it was the boss's call.
Yeah, well, that I
So
understand.
that's where I'm.
But y'all would have knew. Y'all probably could. Like sometimes y'all even
Y'all knew I was sober when I was driving through that parade.
say, "I know you. Hey, boss. I know I have to do this."
Darrell, I'm going to stop you there. I know.
But this dude don't seem
Stop
like.
for a second right there.
You know what I mean?
So where I'm going with this is that, that's where I'm coming back, to the importance of truthful and not withholding. I think there's things that you're not telling me. I'm just asking you to do the right thing because, say to your kids, yourself, your mom, do the right thing and tell me what's going on.
That I understand.
The same way you'd want him to tell me if he'd been involved in something.
This is what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with that, but not when it's not going to benefit me. Because I know, just like you just said, you think that I know stuff that I'm not saying. I know that y'all know stuff y'all not saying. It's working both ways.
It does work both ways.
Yeah, so how can y'all withhold information? I'm supposed to just be like, I'm supposed to bare my soul, but y'all can just be like, oh, okay, well, we got what we want to charge him with this. I'm not going to let y'all do that to me, not unfairly.
So how do we go about it fairly in your eyes? How do we get you to fill in all the gaps that we're looking for?
Fairly would be...
It's a fair way to get the truth out.
Did anybody even... Did she tell anybody that I touched her?
Not yesterday.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not yesterday. What does that even mean? I haven't even seen her in a month.
I mean, she talked about the previous cases and stuff.
The open case.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about.
The open
You sure you
case
weren't here
doesn't have
Saturday?
anything to do with this though. And even with the open case, I didn't do anything.
But you met her yesterday. You already.
Why are we going back to whether she said you touched her?
No, I'm just saying, I wanted to
Again,
know,
past
like,
that.
because that's obviously a big part of what's going on, because y'all would be asking me about what's going on with her if she didn't have some
Yeah, she was
role.
part of
in-
it.
You trying to see what
She
I'm
had a
saying?
role,
That's why I'm
and we
like,
explain that.
well, if confirmation was given that I didn't touch her and do all that, I shouldn't even be facing a domestic violence. If she's saying, okay, we have an open case
Mhm.
for a situation that happened. Yesterday, though, it was nothing physical.
Nothing physical, but there was an argument.
Okay, me telling her I'm not finna hang out with you, I'm finna leave if you don't have the money and trying to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't constitute that's not domestic violence. I thought domestic violence is
And that's why we
somebody, one of the parties,
Mm-hmm.
me or her, have to physically put our hands or you know, like a push or like a choke or like a kick or a grab, or like, you know, I grabbed her up or something like that, or she grabbed me, or then I can see people saying, okay, it's a domestic violence because y'all was in a heated argument.
Mm-hmm.
And you grabbed her, or you choked her, or you slapped her, or you punched her, or kicked her, or pushed her down. Or,
Yep. And we talked about
and
that.
then that would be like, yeah,
And I
that's
told you that she didn't accuse you of any of that stuff yesterday. All right, but we're beyond that. Yeah.
Be right back, Darrell.
okay, no problem. Like I said, man, I ain't trying to be all crazy, but it's just like,
We know it's not
I
personal.
know,
You're trying to take care of yourself. I get
listen,
it.
I know that y'all know more than what y'all telling me, man. And it's like, why would I let y'all throw charges on me that I shouldn't even have? And that's only gonna make my situation that I'm already dealing with worse. So I know.
It's self-preservation. I get it.
I know
I don't take it personally.
that I'm not finna, like, and it's like my whole life is being taken away from me, and people just want me to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna cooperate 100% with everything, and in the end, I'm the one that get everything piled up on me, and I know it's gonna be a lot of shit that I ain't even fucking do, and I'm gonna still have to go through the process of it, not being able to, having to sit in jail, man.
Mm-hmm.
While I could lose everything that I got out there. And it's like, why would I do that to myself? Why?
Oh, I get that argument. I get the self-preservation.
And nobody's telling me
personally.
anything. You looking at this,
We're
or
talking-
not even the actual, but okay, this is, you know, looking at some pretty serious stuff. You know, you need to, or
What do you constitute serious? Lots of people constitute
prison.
That's
That's serious.
okay.
Years out of your life that you can't never get back.
No, I know that.
That's serious.
Not a lot of people go to prison over domestic violence issues. You know what I mean? They do some jail
I
time.
shouldn't even have.
Right.
Ben, I did not touch this woman, man.
And I believe you.
I did not touch this woman.
I believe you, but we're past that part. We got those answers that we were looking
I love
for.
this woman. I'm not her, man.
And we got those answers. You explained that. We got a great picture. We've been talking for hours about, you know, I get it. You love her, but you get a little torn because every once in a while she says something dumb when she's on the bottle. So
It sounds like somebody got hurt.
Yeah, there's something that happened.
And that's why I'm saying this is like, nobody said this last night, and I'm like, that's what got me like, what the hell? So it was more that
We don't magically know everything, especially us. Like I told you last night, I'm not lying to you when I tell you, look at me. Do I look like I'm 31 years old?
Somebody got hurt, man.
I don't run the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I've been doing this for a while, but I'm not a
Somebody got
seasoned vet.
Somebody got hurt.
Well, like I said, well, like you were saying, like minor stuff. It's not end of the world stuff. but there were some people that were hurt.
Right, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
And people are saying I'm the cause, right?
Well, I'm trying to figure that out. Do you think people would be saying that too?
No, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. I didn't hurt anybody. That was the whole thing. Not my baby's mom, not anybody else. That wasn't why I was out here.
That you were just trying to watch back again with some
That's
friends,
it.
hang out with
That's
some new
it.
chicks.
That's it, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But somehow you got drawn away from that.
I didn't.
You know what I mean? And you ended up talking to her.
My baby's mom. But like I said, like even with her, like I know how to be like, I'm out. I'm out. Because I see where this is headed. I'm not. She will drive anybody to that point, especially if we had been in Milwaukee, where it's a little bit more. The police come if they come, they don't if they don't. Sometimes with minor shit like that, they just be like, psh. Somebody bleeding and somebody need to go to the hospital. Okay, y'all was arguing. He told you to leave. Why you just didn't leave? Now, if we do gotta come, you know, one of those type of deals, because it could just be simple for one of you guys to vacate.
Right.
And so it's usually that. And like I said, the majority of the time she does that. I'm gonna make sure you can't see your daughter. I'll get you locked up. You know you gotta open. She uses that.
Mm-hmm.
She uses it. And I know it's only when she's drinking. It's only when she's drinking. That's the only time. That's the only time. But it's like, yo, don't take my life away from me. Don't do that to me. When you know who I am. When you know what stage of my life I'm getting too old. I can't do this no more, dude. I already got health problems. My mama's diabetic, got health problems. Anything can happen. And it's just like, don't put me in a position to where I can't do anything to be a man and help my family and take care of my children because you're mad or you feel like,
oh, he knows he's not a
you
man
ain't
then.
messing with me, or you don't want to meet up with me, or you don't want to do something with me. Well, fucker. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, come on, man, domestic violence for yelling?
It's weak, but like when we were talking about the weed laws, I rest up. There's a lot of reasonable guys out there that are just gonna fucking toss it down the drain. You gotta move on.
Especially if it's not like you don't
right.
got pounds.
But you might get those guys that are vacuuming up the shake off the floorboards and dicking you over that way. Same thing with domestics. What you're thinking of and what your definition, your personal definition of what constitutes a domestic violence is the physical, that provisions within the law. It's weak, but the law says that, yeah, if anything could be perceived as threatening and it's about the person's perception, that's probably why they ended up holding those charges. You know, and I can't speak for, I don't work for Milwaukee County. You know Milwaukee County well enough that, like you said, they're swamped. One judge has got 400 cases backlog. Nobody's getting their trials, you know, at the speedy time. Like, that might just be a problem with them. I haven't experienced that out here, but this is Waukesha County.
Right.
Like I was explaining last night, stuff goes down different here, you know, and whether it's a good thing, you know, because we have enough officers to pay attention to little calls, whereas like in Milwaukee, they don't
Oh,
have
that
time for
cage
that
bird
because
is a
there's, you know,
singing,
they're shooting
Barbara.
Right.
There's good things, and then there's bad things. Like, my boss wants me to check for OWI even though I'm talking to you. No, you know what I mean? Like I said last night, yeah, I smell the weed on you, but you know what I mean? You're talking normal. You know what I mean? So sometimes dumb stuff happens out here too, where they're just being too overzealous with it. So I get where you're coming from with that stuff.
Now look. My mom's vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Is it impounded?
It's in Waukesha.
Will she be able to get it?
Eventually, yeah, she'll be able to get it and release it to her. It's her vehicle. thought you said she couldn't drive though.
She can't.
Okay, but look, she would have somebody to help her.
No, I was just saying, will
Right.
she be able,
Yeah, she'd be able to get it back eventually, yeah.
or not even get it back? Would she be able to? Well, yeah, I guess get it back.
Mm-hmm.
So is it impounded or is it evidence? Is it at a tow lot? Is it? I mean, that's not against the investigation to tell me that, is it?
No, it's in Waukesha right now. It's currently in police custody. I don't know if it's at a tow yard in police custody or if it's at.
And they notified her.
Yeah, we've talked to her. We've talked
So
to Dawn.
she should be able. Sound like it's more going on than just me and Erica.
I think it's related to you and Erica.
Oh.
I think Erica precipitated the
smart.
event.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
My thing, like I said, man, y'all been straight up with me. I'm not trying. My only thing is like, I just want her to be honest about her part.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make it seem like I came out here to beat you up or to fight you or to do anything aggressive to you, because if that was the case, it would have been, people would have been out there like, yo, this guy's out here beating up this girl in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Get his ass up out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would have been that if that was, oh, I'm intending to come be Billy Badass and blah, blah, blah. And she know that's not even me.
Well, does it make you feel better to know that she's getting re-interviewed too? I know you want her to tell the truth, just like we
It does
started
feel
talking to you last night and then we came back.
But
She's
who's
also
going to do it?
It's Detective Guth and Detective Barrett, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I know they talked to her yesterday. They were going to go back and talk to her again today. Knowing that we know now, that's why my partner and I got to make those phone calls. This is what he's saying. This is what she is saying. But again, that's only part of what happened yesterday. So,
Yeah. So this is my thing between me and you, Ben.
And the mic and camera in the room.
What if it wasn't me driving?
what if it wasn't you?
What if it was my mom's truck,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't driving?
Mm-hmm. What if it was you?
What if it wasn't me?
Mm-hmm. Who else would it be?
That's what I'm asking. Not asking you who else would it be.
Right.
I'm just asking, what if I knew?
Mm-hmm.
Would I be asked to give that information?
Well, like I said, we're here to gather truth. So if somebody else was driving that car, yeah, I would want to know who that car is so we can go talk to that person. But a huge part of that is going to be your honesty with it.
Right. No, I was just asking.
Because you know, you've already figured out you're not an idiot. You're not a dumb man. You're a smart guy.
Right.
I see that. You know that we've been working on this. And you know that we're gearing for the honesty portion of it.
Yes, sir.
And my partner already explained that, we're not looking at obstruction or getting in trouble for that. You know what I mean? Because, you've done some stuff. Not the end of the world. People tip on it. I get it because it's self-preservation. Like you said, you don't want to make more trouble for yourself.
My thing is, I just don't want to get charged with something that I didn't do. Now, with something that I did do, dead to rights, I'm willing to be like, I did that. I just don't want to be charged with something that I didn't do. Because that's what they always do. And they make you either pay your way out or fight your way out of a situation that you never should have had. I don't think that part of it is fair.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, that's, if you got to spend money, that's money spent that you might have had something else that you had to do. That's gone. Or you may have to do something else that you might, and it's, you know what I mean? It's just, the situation is crazy because it's like, you gotta, it's either what, in Milwaukee, and what I've seen all the time, it's either or. You see some guys, like, for example, I know a friend that somebody was like, his girl, I guess, oh, he stole my gun, he stole my firearm. No proof of it, no nothing. He gets thrown in jail, and they make him, oh yeah, no, I don't think it was him that did it now. But y'all was just fighting, and you said it was him to do it, gave them the guy's name and all that. They came and arrested him. But then they ended up not processing the charge, but he was charged with the theft of the firearm, already being a felon. And it's like, that carried 10 years.
Yeah,
just because somebody said, and then went back and said, oh, well, what?
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't want.
So I had to go sit up in here for that.
Right. You don't want to get hemmed up for something you did not do.
That's all I'm saying.
And I know I'm not your first police contact. It's the first time we've talked. You don't gotta trust me. I understand the natural distrust. I mean, at least I hope, whether you trust me or not, I hope you at least, I'm trying to respect you. And I hope that can be mutual, even if we don't necessarily trust. Trust me when I say I don't want to charge you with anything you didn't do.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Because they do that a lot, and they'd be like, the guy, when I had this domestic with Erica, that's about to get dismissed, the guy was saying the same thing. Oh, well, we're just trying to. And when I get to county,
It's about to get dismissed. Did y'all hear that?
So many charges, like everything. I had charge after charge after charge after charge after charge, and I'm like, where did all these charges come from? If she's gonna tell them, I was drunk and mad, and I just said this and that, which she did. So why do y'all charge me with all these charges?
Seems like poor police work.
Yeah, and it's like, what in the hell did I get charged with all these for?
Poor police work.
If the person is basically saying it was BS, and I'm not finna cooperate with no thing. I'm not coming to courts. I'm not doing any of this, which means they're gonna have to dismiss the case. But it's just the hassle of having to go through it. That's money spent that I can't get back. That's time in jail spent that I can't get back. I had to sit all that time. I had to lose some stuff just because somebody said something. Not okay, we caught this dude in the act. We can prove that he did this. We can prove that he did that. Just I was drunk and angry.
Sometimes, though, even if we can prove, and you kind of alluded to this where you understand it, is sometimes we can prove something, but that doesn't help us understand the why, or those circumstances, or the reasons. You know what I mean? And that's why people get asked to tell us those things. That way there is a fuller understanding of those reasons. And it's not just blindly, this guy did it, and let's assume the worst about him.
Yeah, because that's what I felt like just now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm starting to get a clear picture. Like, okay, so somebody obviously got hurt.
You think?
Somebody somewhere in this whole situation got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's on me. That's how he had me making it seem like it's on me. That is going to lead to a charge.
Is it on you?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. But the charge, even the assumption of even making somebody have to pay or fight their way out of it is still having to go do it.
Right.
On top of what I already got in Milwaukee. So it's like boom, 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 I'm already facing prison time here. And now I'm facing more prison time on top of already facing prison time. At my age, it's a lot to handle, knowing what I got out there.
100%.
You know what I mean? Knowing that I'm looking at not, it's no guarantee you're even gonna see tomorrow. So,
That's
like,
right.
who would want to have their last moments in a place like this, or in a cell somewhere, or in a jail somewhere, and you got beautiful girls out there that you want to see grow up? My sister never got a chance to see her kids grow up because she passed away.
Sure.
You know, so it's like, it's just daunting because it's just like, oh my God, man, you know what I mean? It's hurtful.
So you brought that up, where you don't want to see anybody,
What are those?
I'll show you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
you don't want to see anybody get hurt, or sorry, you don't want to see
Definitely.
anybody get charged for something they didn't do. But you already brought up, too, that if somebody did something, that they should be held accountable for it, and that you're willing to accept responsibility
What's going on with
if
that?
it's,
Can I show you something?
You look like you gotta film me or something.
No, I'm not filming it.
Here we go.
That you? That's you.
Nah, I ain't got no, it look like whoever, it look like Gray.
Right there. You can see your face.
Nah, that's not me.
That's not you.
That's not me.
That's not you.
No, I don't.
Darrell.
That's a
Darrell.
Gray.
That's you.
That's you, Darrell.
Why you say it like that, man?
Because we talked about the honesty piece. You keep telling me that you tell the truth when you did do something. You
Here's
take
Mom's
responsibility when you do something.
She didn't have any
Mom's car
insurance,
again.
Lane. No insurance on the vehicle.
There's your mom's car again. Next to a child, which I know you care a lot about, children.
Next to a child who's on my
Yeah.
brother.
Uh-huh.
You knew Carpenter was like, ugh.
It's your mom's car.
Yeah, I was just asking him about my about
That's your mom's
what's
car
going on with that.
that we took the key for from you. So you can't tell me at this point I'm playing any games anymore, you know?
I didn't say you was playing games from the
Sure,
beginning.
Richie.
Well, you felt like
Just
we were
last,
being totally
no,
straight.
last night I felt like,
It wasn't
y'all-
as, it wasn't
y'all
as
knew
fluid
more.
as you wanted.
no, it wasn't the flu. It was just,
And it wasn't as much as I
knew,
wanted either.
I knew that y'all knew more than what y'all was saying. And I felt like last night with that whole, you know, them coming in the way they did, and because I'm sitting there in the thing and I'm watching them walk past like, what in the hell? And seeing that, I just felt like, okay, y'all already know what y'all want to do, what y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just want, I didn't know what y'all want. It just seemed like y'all knew more than what y'all was going to tell me. It was more so like I felt like I was being railroaded to be like, okay, tell me this, but we already know over here what we going to do. We already know what we're going to do right here. We just want you to tell them yourself and say you did this and did that so we can already justify what we already want to do. And it's like, I don't feel like that's fair.
What time did you come out here with the car? What time did you head out from Milwaukee to Waukesha?
I don't want to talk, man. I don't want to talk if I'm not getting nothing.
I just showed you 3 pictures.
Okay,
man.
you showed me pictures, but you're not telling me what I'm facing.
You know what you're facing.
I don't. That's the whole,
You
that's
drove
why
down
I
a
keep
street.
asking.
You drove down a parade route. You got a pretty good idea what you're facing.
You see what I'm saying? So now this is more stuff coming out, man.
Yep, we told you, we were looking for that explanation.
And that's you.
And all I'm saying is,
Behind the
look,
wheel.
all somebody got to do is just tell me what I'm facing. I'll tell you guys whatever you want to know.
There it
I
is.
said that 3-4
There it is.
times.
There it is.
Yeah, she reported it stolen.
And it's
again.
like, yo,
So Darrell, what were you thinking when you went driving through this parade?
what am I facing? That's all I want to know. I don't have no
got-
problem talking with you guys.
You got people injured that had to go to the hospital.
So they're saying I injured somebody, or you're saying I
You
injured
did.
somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at what, reckless endangerment?
The very least, yeah.
The very least.
People got hurt, that's reckless endangerment. I don't know exactly what they're gonna classify it, yeah. People had legs broken.
Endangerment's where you may have hurt somebody by your actions. You did hurt somebody by your actions.
So what am I being charged with? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know exactly
You're
yet.
still working that out. That's
I
what
don't
we're
know
talking
all
about.
of the details. You're not gonna get that out of me, I'm sorry. I'm explaining to you, driving down there. You're looking at, people got hurt, people got some broken legs.
And y'all saying that's me.
I know that's you.
How you know that's me?
Because I can recognize you, I can tell it's you.
Mm.
And that's your mom's car, which you had the key for. I can ID you, Darrell. I'm
Were
just
the
asking
windows
you to be
tinted?
honest about it.
Be honest about what I'm facing.
What do you think you're facing?
I don't.
What
All I
should you
said
be
is
facing? What do you think hypothetically? I mean, you've been through this gamut before.
right, and y'all knew I was getting charged with this from day one. So why y'all couldn't just charge me and take me to county jail where y'all was gonna take me, man?
Because we
Because
wanted those
that-
answers.
yeah,
Because you wanted me to tell them myself.
Because
That's
that
basically what y'all wanted me to
yesterday-
do.
You told us that
was
there was
complete-
reasons for everything.
No, I'm saying, but, and I'm not
Tell me
trying to,
what the
because
reason
y'all
is.
still, I'm not tripping with y'all, because y'all been straight up. So I'm not, but I'm saying, come
You're
on, dude, if y'all knew this already, why y'all just didn't take me to, why y'all just didn't do what y'all had to do?
Here's where you're at right now.
And it's
Right.
like, you take me through the
Here's where you're
runaround
at,
to get me to do something that y'all already,
Can I speak? Here's where you're at. Okay. I'll tell you straight. Here's where you're at. One of two people did this, and I mean that from a human perspective. There's the God-fearing Christian who loves his kids and his mom that you say you are, and I want to believe you are. And in many ways, you've presented yourself as, who went out, got in a fight with his girl, argument, whatever you want to call it, and went and just done screwed up. Or there's the malicious guy who's lied to me about his love for God, who's lied to me about his love for his mother, who's lied to me about his love for
don't
his
spin
children.
it, don't spin it, man.
It's one of those two people,
Don't
man.
spin it.
I'm just saying, don't
What is
spin
it
it.
then?
Don't spin it, man, because I'm not,
Which one are
you're
you?
not gonna spin it, dude.
Which guy are you?
I'm the God-fearing guy that you've been talking to since last night,
Then
man.
tell me the
No,
truth
you're
about
And you
not.
know
driving
that,
down
and you know
road.
that.
Then
And
tell
you
me
know
the
that.
truth about driving down that
Tell
road.
me what I'm facing.
I've just told you some of what you're facing.
Some. Reckless endangerment. That's almost like saying I killed somebody.
No, you want me to give you the entire case without
You don't
giving
have
me anything,
to.
and I'm
No,
not
I'm
gonna
not.
do that.
That's not
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna
asking.
do that.
That's not what I'm asking.
Yes, you are.
No,
From my
I'm not.
perspective.
No, I'm
Remember when I
not.
talked to you about perspective?
I'm not.
Remember when I talked to you about
See.
perspective? Truth somewhere in the middle, all that?
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
I see what
And
you're
you saying
asking
you
me.
got me doing all this and that, but y'all sit up here and come in here. Well, I'm not blaming it on you guys. I'm not. But y'all sit up here and here. The police do this every single time. Even when you try to be, look,
Show me
you
the
try,
guy
you
say
try to be straight up with them. You try to tell them the truth. You try to do all this and that, and they still railroad you
You're not trying
every
to tell me the truth.
single time.
You're not trying to tell me the truth.
It's
Not anymore.
It's not even, no, it don't got nothing to do with that, because I just told you, I don't have a problem with telling you everything you want to know. I just wanted to
Then
have an
tell me what I wanna
idea.
know.
I just wanted to have an idea. That's all I said last night,
You know what I wanna know.
and
I wanna know
that's
what
all I
happens.
said
And
today.
You know what happens.
Okay,
Tell
what
me.
am I being charged with? What are y'all gonna charge me?
You
What
know
are
what
y'all
I'm
gonna
talking-
recommend? What are y'all gonna do? Because at the end of the day, I'm still, this is why I feel the way I feel. I already have a lot of open cases. I'm already looking at prison time from the shit in Milwaukee that I've been going through for almost 2 years now. That was almost done. Then I got this situation with Erica in Milwaukee that's gonna end up being
This will
dismissed.
probably go before a judge, right? What do you want him to think?
I mean, it's nothing I can have them think, because y'all already basically said, okay, this is what happened. We just want you to tell us that this is what happened, so we can just charge you with this, which we're going to charge you with
Are you the good guy
anyway.
that screwed up or the evil guy that doesn't care?
Oh, I definitely care. I
Okay, then tell me the
definitely
truth.
care. I definitely care.
If you
Why would you
just
try to
didn't
spin it
care.
like that? Just because
If
I
you
don't
just-
want to tell you something, now I don't care, now I'm the malicious guy, now I'm this, now I'm that, just because I don't want to talk?
What other option? You know the truth. We've been talking for a couple
Y'all
of
apparently know the truth too.
I told
Apparently.
you when we came in,
Oh, they know.
It was to get
Man,
your
you knew this
perspective and your
last
side.
night. Come on, Kurt, you knew this last night, man.
This was,
You
I told
knew
you
this
that.
last
This was
night.
chaotic. Yes, I told you that.
And you
This
could
was
have been
chaotic.
like, yo, some people got hurt. We want to know what happened, man.
I didn't know enough details last night. There were people out there all night, processing a scene, the entire night, until about, I don't know, noon today.
Come on, man. Y'all knew,
To about noon today.
y'all knew all this, man.
I didn't know everything. I'm telling you, you can believe me if you want, but I got no reason to
because I
lie
know
to you. It
y'all
was
not,
complete
I'm
chaos.
not saying, listen, I'm not saying you're lying.
Listen.
It was complete chaos.
I'm not saying you're lying.
So that's what took so long.
I'm not.
But you
But
know how it
also-
got to be that way.
But
So tell
also,
us how it got to be
I
that
can't
way.
even get a word in.
Because we're going round and around and
Okay,
around,
well,
Darrell.
we're just going to keep going around and around there.
And you're acting like you don't.
I mean,
almost
it's
acting like you don't know what these are, and you do.
no, you making it seem like I don't care. Like I'm just this heartless type of person, dude.
Well, it
I
feels
can
that
even,
way.
okay, that's fine, but look at my position. I've been in here for 24 hours. I haven't even gotten a shower, good sleep. My shoulder's fucked up. I haven't even got a phone call
It
to
all comes
even
back to
notify anybody, talk to my family whatsoever, not one time.
I'm disappointed, Darrell.
I'm disappointed too because you lied to me, Kurt.
Because
You lied to
you
me.
talked about what
Nothing,
you want
listen.
him to do with
Listen,
one of your kids.
and
out
did not
there.
just
What do you
say
want him to do with
I
one of your
don't
kids?
have any problem telling you what happened. The only thing I'm saying is I feel like you were trying to railroad me by how you went about it. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm not saying.
Okay, we've
I'm not
discussed that
saying-
for about an hour. So tell me what happened when you
see
drove
what
off.
I'm saying?
We're not going to make any more progress on that. I get you're pissed about that, and I'm not going to fault you for it. I'm not going to tell you not to be mad. I'm not going to tell you not to feel like, man, that was bullshit. But Carp, why'd you do that? If that's the way you feel, gotcha. It's okay. I'm not going to tell you can't. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how you should or should not feel about how I went about presenting things last night. Okay, but what I've confronted you with and told you today is your mom's car's out here. I've now shown it to you. You know, you want me to, tell you all these things.
No.
Hold on. But what I told you from the start, and I did tell you this, is that part of it's a give and take. There's things I'll tell you, but I can't just tell you everything. We've shown you pictures, all right? We talked about if the roles were reversed, what you'd want my partner, Ben,
Yes.
to do.
Yeah, you did say that.
We talked about that. What would you want it to do if it was your kid with the broken leg? And look,
So a
I
kid
want
got
to
hurt?
believe a lot of people did.
A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
What an
Yeah,
idiot. Are you
really was
serious? That was such
No,
a
I'm
good
saying
acting
a
job.
lot of people got hurt.
Yeah, there's people hurt, man.
Like that.
Broken legs and stuff like I told you. Concussions, hit their head.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that happen to nobody, dude.
I don't believe you would either.
Yeah, but you
And I'm
just
not saying it's on purpose.
you just thought, yo, this dude is heartless.
So tell us otherwise.
You know
I
what
didn't
I'm
say
saying?
that. I'm
It's
asking
like,
you,
fuck,
what
man,
do you
like-
want it to be perceived as?
Tell us how it is then. If we're wrong and it's not heartless, tell us what it was.
I'm here to listen if it's something different. I'm sitting here. I haven't walked out.
Come on, Hurt. Come on, y'all know. Listen, man.
Listen,
Y'all know. If I did not talk to that woman, I would have never, ever be sitting right here talking to y'all right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blaming her. Like I told you, I'm not going to demonize that woman. She's a good woman when she's not drinking.
It's not about her anymore, Drew.
I know, but
And I
I'm just
believe
saying.
that you wouldn't be in this position if you hadn't talked to her. I
would.
believe that.
You didn't have to put the picture down. You didn't have to.
The stroller.
That's a stroller.
Yeah.
So a kid got hurt.
Yeah.
A kid.
Yeah.
Bad. You said a lot of people got
To get
hurt.
checked out,
A
yeah.
lot of people got hurt.
To me, it's a pretty good injury if a doctor's got to check you out or you got a broken leg.
Yeah, so what do you call my shoulder? I'm just making a joke, but yeah.
Good
I don't know.
Lord.
Well,
He does not know how to read a room.
I want to believe you're the man you say you are, Darrell, but I'm not laughing because there's nothing funny about this.
No, I was just saying. No, it's not. It's never been that. Dude, I don't take my life as a joke. I don't. I don't take my life as no joke. I was just making a joke about my shoulder when you just said, you know, if it's a serious injury, if you got to get looked out. Then I was just saying I had to get looked out, but they didn't say it was serious. They treated it like, oh,
Let's say spend the night.
you're the guy in cuffs, so.
Well, you said that part, not me.
No, I'm just saying that's how they, not how you acted, that's how they were acting. It's like, oh, well, it's nothing broken. Well, why do I keep having this throbbing, burning pain if there's nothing wrong?
Where were you going, Darrell? Help us understand something.
I can do that. I just want to understand what's.
So these parents
I
know
want to understand
why their kid got hurt, just the way you want to know why your kid got hurt.
I want to understand what I'm looking at. That's it. A reckless endangerment.
Yeah, that's something you're looking at, right?
Because some people got hurt.
Yeah, people got hurt.
Now, I just want to say this. You know that when you said it wasn't the end of the world type thing,
Because nothing's the end of the world.
it is. I'll tell you why.
Not when you have God in your life. It's not.
It is because
That's what I believe anyway.
I believe that too, but you don't want to have God in your life and you're sitting in prison. Can't see your family, can't see nobody.
It's all about him.
What does it matter then?
Because
You know what I'm trying to say?
You're not put on this earth, Darrell, to live glory here. You're put on this earth to obey, do what's right, be true to your Lord and Savior, so you live in the promised land in your next life. So I'm not saying, if you're talking about prison, I'm not saying that's where anyone wants to be. I'll acknowledge that, right? But part of being here is about doing the right thing so you can be righteous for eternity, right? That's what they tell us, right?
That's what they tell us, absolutely.
Right? Do you believe that?
I do.
So do I.
And you know
So
why?
and that's why I'm saying
why I believe
nothing's
that
the end
so
of the
much.
world.
Why I believe that so much is if you would have known everything that I've been through in life just to even be sitting here, like it's probably a lot of times where I probably shouldn't even be here.
I don't doubt you haven't had it easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you have.
There's a lot of times
Unbelievable.
where
I'm not going to pretend to understand what you've been through.
yeah, absolutely. It's man, I've made a lot of mistakes. You know, a lot of mistakes. And you know, one thing I would never
Blanco.
intentionally do is hurt anyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Not intentionally.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, Sarah.
I would never hurt anyone.
Okay.
Not, especially not my family, kids, anything like that. Not my child's mother, anything. That's not how I was raised. That's not who I am. To intentionally cause hurt, never. Defending myself is something totally different because I will defend myself to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not who I am. To intentionally hurt people or try to hurt people. It's not my intention. It's not. And I made a lot of mistakes, man. Just in life in general, man. I just feel like almost 40 years old, and I'm still going through case after case after case. It's almost enough to just be like, the hell with it, man. The hell with it. Just let me fucking go, man. You know what I mean? Just the more and more shit that pile up, you know, it's just like, what the fuck do I have to live for? To sit in prison?
I think you will too, Kauai.
It's nothing for me to. It's over for me. It's over. Why?
Thank goodness it's over. You
I go to
imagine?
jail right now. I go to prison right now. At my age. There's no guarantee how long I'm gonna have to be in prison. There's no guarantee if I ever see my mama again, because she's getting up there. You know, when you get in your 60s, you know, not saying, you know, she ain't gonna keep ticking, but you never know. You never know. So it's that. It's my children. My daughter already going through a situation. And my baby girl, you know, the situation with her. I know, man. I know. If I had to sit in jail right now, my life is over. I know it is. I know y'all probably just think, oh, he's just talking.
Yeah, we know you're just talking. You piece of crap.
It's crazy, man, that
You can still do
my
things
life has to
there
live
to make it
in
better.
like this when all I want to do is just love somebody and this for them to
Oh
love
my God.
you know. And I lose my life.
Even if you're there, you can still do things to make life better.
Nah.
Brozer says he's a piece
You
of
can
crap
have
too.
peace within and with God. You don't believe you can? Why not?
I used to think that I was a lot stronger than what I am, you know, because my mom used to always tell me, you have my strength, you're not like your sister. My sister passed away, but she was more like my father, and I'm more like my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And she would always tell me, you know, you got my strength, you strong. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing that you would go through that you can't get through because you have my strength. But it's like, and now getting to the age, you know, I'm 40 years old, man. Like, you know, I struggle with a lot of times feeling like I'm a failure because, you know, I haven't
You are.
been the father that I want to be, and that I know that I can be. So it makes me feel like I'm failing, or I failed a lot. I get depressed about that. And then now with this, it's like my mom would be so disappointed just having to deal with this situation that, you know, I just was out there hugging and kissing her and letting her know, man, everything's looking up, you know. And, you know, for somebody you love, man, I just couldn't let it go, man. I love that woman so much, man, that
Erica?
yeah, it's nothing that I wouldn't do, man. Just to see her smile and for us to be happy, man. And it just felt like I just threw my life away, man, trying to love somebody. I don't even have nothing to live for, man. 40 years old, I don't got nothing to show for it.
Yep.
Nothing.
You got 3 great kids.
That'll probably never see me again.
Thank goodness for them.
I don't know about that. Still have ways to communicate. Still have ways to communicate.
You ever have to talk to your daughter on a home wave
Mm-hmm.
so you wouldn't understand?
I don't.
Oh, because he's taking care of his
You ever have
children.
to talk to your mom through the phone and you can't hug her, kiss her, and she's going through health problems?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. It hurts, man.
You
His
want to talk to me
seven-year-old
about
daughter,
these, Darrell?
7-year-old daughter, man, that can't even understand what's going on, but for some reason she understands dad's in jail all the time behind. She's to the point where she's like, when you gonna get out of there? When you gonna be able to? And then when I finally do, I don't get that time with her to really build with her. And then I seen my sister die when my niece was 6 years old. She don't really remember everything about her mom. Don't even really remember. And it's just like, man, I wish she would have some of those memories of her mom. So I see how much it affects her, even just seeing my sister's pictures. It affects her. The worst feeling in this world, y'all on the other side of the badge.
Yeah.
The worst feeling in the world. The worst. Not physical pain, not none of that. Emotional pain.
Yeah.
You know, having to look at my kids on the screen, not being able to enjoy those moments with them. Holidays coming up, gone. I don't even got nothing to live for, man. Life is over.
It's all about him.
I'm going to get through it, Darrell.
My life is over, man. It's over, man. Love. Just
Can you
trying to love,
imagine the
man.
victims having to listen to this?
Trying
Oh
to
my
do the right
gosh.
thing, and when it go left, I said, I just want to get away. I don't want to fight. I don't want to, I don't want no escalation of the situation. So I just, you try to do what you feel is the best for you to do at the time. Just vacate. Get away from that energy. And it cost me my life. It cost me my life, dude.
Such an asshole. I said it, asshole.
And,
Yeah, how will his family survive if daddy's
can I
locked up,
even
Tim?
talk to my mom.
You want to explain these, Darrell?
And at this point, ain't nothing gonna change what I'm looking at this point. And I know that. No one understand that.
Is that no?
I need a minute right now to digest this mentally, man.
I want us to give you a minute. You can do that.
I'm just trying to come to terms.
I already tried. Something off the water.
I'm trying to come to grips with the fact that my life is over, man.
Take a breather.
Give you a minute. Someone will step out. Someone just got to stand in the doorway with you, but they won't talk to you. They'll keep it quiet
Wow,
for you.
man, this is how my story ends, huh?
Give it
Not
a
yet.
minute.
This
Not
is how
quite
my
yet.
story ends. Wow.
You get to make an ass out of yourself in court, then it'll end.
Wow.
He really thought like he was gonna be like famous or something, I think. Just not famous for being bad.
I'm never getting out of prison, man.
Nope.
Don't know that. Reckless endangerment is what I'm being charged with. You know how much time that carries? That's what I'm being charged with, right? Yeah.
Hmm?
Part. So I got more than one charge?
Like you said, we don't know. Just take a moment to yourself, okay?
I just gotta grab some of this stuff. This is, you don't have to, you can just have time to yourself. You just gotta hang out with you.
I can't have my food?
We're just gonna take it for now. We'll bring it back. So just hang tight. We can try to get it back to you.
Were they doing that for DNA, guys? That right there, taking his food? Because they had to force DNA samples on him.
That's the hell you stay here?
Sounds like, yeah, screw the phone.
Oh, because it's a phone in here in the room? Oh, okay. I was like,
I just got here, so.
I know, I was just like, I can't go anywhere. Like,
Right. All right.
Oh, man, dog. This is how my story ends. Wow. Hell of a fucking journey, man. It's over for me, though.
Yep. He'd have had a better defense if he'd kept his mouth shut in trial more. Because then they might have had some sympathy for him. Might. I didn't say would. I said might. I think he tries to talk to this guy, this cop, and I felt like at one point they came in and said something to the cop, like, don't talk to him or something. Am I right here? Exactly. Can you imagine how hard it was to hold back? That they had to, like, knowing that there were children on the ground, like they'd seen it.
I can't believe, man. I can't believe this is how my story ends, dog. Never saw myself. Oh, man.
I agree with you, zombie. Book him, cuff him. Yeah, I think he'd been in the system for so long, he knew that if he played like he was depressed and all that, that they would have to put him in like a private cell or something, I'm thinking. That's true. His DNA was all over the car, but they had to match it. It would be smart to lift the DNA from the food and drinks. I think they were like, that was like their backup plan, maybe, Miss VB. Because they had to get a special order for the judge to get any kind of DNA off of him. He wouldn't give any without it. Yeah, but I'm thinking he played the system when he said that he would hurt himself, because he knew maybe a better cell or something, or he could stay in medical without having to go to a cell. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. Because think about it. The whole time it was all about him. Yeah, exactly, Budgie. They had to get warrants to do the swabs. Yeah, I'm positive his DNA is in the system with his fingerprints. Hey, welcome in those who are coming in late. We've been on for about an hour and a half, and we probably have, let's see how much longer this video is. We're at 120 now, and it goes to 250. About an hour and a half left. They were, I noticed that when they had him in the booking area, in that cell off the booking area, like they were checking him every 30 minutes. Officer Leahy, which we'll probably, you know what, maybe we'll do his testimony tomorrow. I got to figure out where I stopped at. He's not asking that cop. He's not asking anybody about, can you tell me about who's hurt? Who, you know, do you know how many people? He knows what he did. He knows he should be asking these questions. Because even if it's just to ask for what he's looking at, you know what I mean? Oh, Kimmy says she thinks it's the Insanity Play preview. Yeah, it could be. That is weird. Why did he take that? Did he think that he was going to take them and that they didn't have copies or something?
Man, I've been here 24 hours, man, and they ain't had a chance to call nobody. You can't make phone calls or something?
I don't know what your instructions are, or what they told you, or why they haven't let you.
Yeah, I'm like a whole day. Like, I know by law I'm at least supposed to get one phone call.
Not
Just
if they
to
think
notify,
it's
you know, my
terrorism.
family and let them know where I'm at. You know what I mean?
I think that's why they didn't allow the phone call, because they thought it might be terrorism at first. Claimed to be part of a gang and then drove through the parade wearing the gang's colors, red. He was never going to be safe in prison. Yeah. Hey, Sonia. Thanks for coming a member of the Hee and Kiki Kian Club here at Brooksaholics Anonymous. Yeah, that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to get on the phone with his mama to say what's going on out there, what's happening, what are they saying, so he can get all the details. Yeah, he had on that gray. You're right, Fee. He had on that gray sweatshirt over the red T-shirt. Had his hair pulled up with the hood over it. You're not entitled to a phone call if you're detained and questioned only when you're officially booked into prison. Okay, so I guess that makes sense. So he wasn't booked yet. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Kauai.
Just now? Yeah, no.
Man, it's fucking freezing in here, man.
Please hit that like button, you guys. That helps me so much. Got to get noticed out there in the YouTube world. You think they got the warrant for the DNA before they took the McDonald's away? Oh, it could have been. They already know where you're at. Yeah, your kids. Can you imagine if you were one of his children? You're like, and all that you didn't been with through with or not been with through him, and then you look on the news one day and you see him driving through a parade. Oh my word! I think they've already told his mom. Yeah, I wonder if she was at work the whole time. Did they bring her into the police department or something? I wonder. I think they went out and saw her. The FBI was interviewing her like the next day, I believe. I know. I got to get to 10K subs. We'll get there. I know. That's why I never like to really talk about his kids, because people wanted me to go in depth about what's going on with his kids, and I don't want to do that because it's not their fault that they have a piece of crap for a sperm donor, Because that's basically all he was. Why'd you quit typing, Zephyr? What's wrong, baby?
I gotta wait till they get back to use the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
They took his McFilet away. He doesn't know Dawn's thrown him under the bus yet, I guess. Yeah, Darrell did sign all the warrants. Our kids probably don't even know he is their baby daddy. You're probably right. You're probably right, Mark. They don't even know who he is. Mom's like, remember that guy you saw on the news? That was your dad. The timestamp on them taking the sandwich away, I want to say, what was it, like at between 120, 130 mark, I think? He lost 2 sandwiches in 24 hours. Show. You're so wrong.
What's that picture?
I'll show you in a second.
The new one.
Show you in a second.
This is all I have to do. Because I was asking him, did I have to wait till y'all come back to use the bathroom?
Can I show you something?
Yes, sir. Look,
Oh, okay, Bama.
where the charges go again?
Let's watch something.
Here we go with the film,
Let's watch
the
something.
footage.
And more incriminating stuff. I'm already like I'm about to lose my life, man. Can I ask a quick question?
Hold on, watch it.
I know. Why do you want me to watch it?
Yes, I'll show you. I just want you to watch it. Watch it.
Why though?
Watch it for me.
Why though?
Because I want you to see what's in the video. Did you watch it?
No.
I wonder if
Will
he's
you?
showing his face on there.
I just want to know why you want me to watch it.
Because I want you to see what's on the video. Why don't you want to watch it?
I just want to know why you want me to watch it. I didn't say
I just want you to
I
see
didn't
what
say
I
I
told
had a
you.
problem.
You're not accepting the answer. I told you. I want you to see what's in it. That's why I want you to watch it.
You wanted information from us, we're
I
sharing
want
it.
you to watch it and see what's in it. Yeah, it's a good point. It's information sharing. Yes, I want
Yeah,
you
but
to
it's
watch
like
it and
you
see
trying
what's in
to.
it.
It's like you, like badgering me, like a little
But
bit.
Darrell, you asked me a question. Okay? And this is more than what we had before. So I am showing you more. I'm asking you to watch it. Will you watch it?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay,
Or
then
I
that's
just
fine.
want to know what was the reasoning.
Because I want you to see what's in it.
I mean, I'm pretty much.
It's not complex. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just that I want you to see
I
what
understand.
happens.
I'm just saying I already know. I already have an idea from what you guys was saying earlier.
But I want
So
you
it's
to
like-
see it.
It's like watching all I'm thinking about right now is
Here, we'll talk in a
what a
second.
hell of a
yourself?
journey it's been, but this is how my story ends. That's all I've been thinking about. Like, it's nothing that I want to.
Can you look down?
Oh my God.
Why do you want me to see that card? Why?
Because I think it's important.
Why is it important? Is it to make, like, what is it?
Well, why don't you want to look?
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to raise my voice at you, or
I'm just asking you why you don't want to look.
I'm just saying, why do you want me to look?
So you
Because I think it's important, so you see what happened.
You told me what happened. You already told me what happened, girl. Y'all told me what happened. I understand my life is over. I'm trying to come to grips with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to come to grips with the fact that this is how my story ends. From trying to love somebody, I'll never see my kids again. My mom, my relationship is gone from me. And it's like, what is it to look at more? My life is for me to look at my life end.
That's you, Darrell.
Is it looking at my life ending?
These are the same photo. I'm just telling you that. Okay? I think it's important to see these.
It's important for me to see my life end.
It is important for you to see them.
Still all about him.
For my life end.
Are we gonna keep going round and round about this, or is there something you wanted to tell me?
Nothing's gonna help me at this point. Everybody knows what was going on from that. Y'all knew last night why I was getting investigated, why I was, you know what I'm saying?
There's our children right there. Feels like kids. See that little kid right there? You gonna look at it?
Too hurt, man.
You're too hurt?
Yeah.
Emotionally?
Don't do that, hurt. Please don't.
Don't do that?
Don't do that to me, please. Please, man.
What bothers you?
What bothers me is that my life is over when I wasn't. I had no intentions of even being in a situation where anybody would get hurt, harmed by me or anybody else. It's not my intentions. Never was my intentions to even meet up with her until the money situation came up. And just meeting up with her, man, is the reason my life is over.
Not gonna look at it?
I can't, it hurts, man.
Because your life's over?
Yeah, man. I'm not this dude, man. I'm not a monster, Hurt.
Right.
I'm not a monster, man. I know y'all probably don't care. Y'all on the other side of the badge, man. Y'all don't care, man.
Dude, what do your kids want you to do right now? What'd your mom want you to do right
Be
now?
at home. And
No,
that's
about
not gonna
this.
happen.
About this.
I don't know. I didn't talk to anybody. I haven't talked to anybody.
You know what they'd want you to do.
No, I don't.
Are you sorry about this?
Enough screwing around, man. What would they want you to do?
Man, just take me to jail, man. That's where I'm going anyway. Just take me to jail so I can end this shit.
There it
What are you
is.
telling me right now?
That I know I'm finna go to jail for all this stuff.
So what would they want you to do?
Y'all might as well just
Take you to jail so what?
Yeah, take me to
Self-hurt.
jail so I can deal with this shit. I'm gonna end this shit one way or another.
And what shit?
I'm not finna spend my life in prison. I'll die first.
So what are you telling me?
I'm telling you, my life is over. My life is over. This is how my story ends, from trying to be in love with somebody that didn't love me back. And it's crazy, man, because it's just not the person I am, man.
That's what I said. I'm sorry about this.
My intentions for meeting up with her wasn't to harm her anybody else. I promise you that I'm not a person that I don't go out harming people. I don't go out robbing or taking anything from people. I don't break into people's stuff. I don't steal from people. I don't sell drugs. I don't beat people up. I don't ride around with weapons or walk around with guns and thinking I'm really badass. That I don't do that. That's not who I am. That's not the type of shit that I do.
Right. Yeah,
I get it. I get in situations. I get in situations is because
how do you feel that people got hurt?
I make bad decisions.
How do you feel that people got hurt?
I don't wish for anybody to be hurt.
So how does it make you feel that people
not one soul? I don't care who it is.
No, you don't wish it. How does it make?
I don't wish it, and I don't want it. It's never my intention personally.
You're not answering me. How do you feel that people did?
I love Carpenter right here.
You feel nothing.
Oh, thank you,
feel
Seaman.
sorry. You feel scared. That's what we're looking for.
I feel like no matter how the situation plays out, my life is over. That's how I feel. Whether it's by the state sending me to prison or something happening to me where I don't make it out, one or two things is gonna happen. But
how do you feel about those people getting hurt?
I'll tell you one thing though, my life is over.
You listen to those women and children screaming because of what you did, and the only thing you feel is about yourself.
No, I'm not trying to make anything about me. I'm just saying.
That's all you talked about.
Yeah, because you asked me a direct question about how I feel. So what, I'm supposed to not tell you how I feel? I feel like my life is over.
They're hurt. Does it bother you?
It bothers me when anybody's hurt.
Does that video bother you?
Anybody's hurt. Anybody. If I could be walking down the road and see somebody hurt, it would bother me.
How did you end up driving down that road, Darrell?
So what kind of question is that?
It's very point forward. How did you end up
Why would I not give a fuck, dog? Why?
How did you end up driving
Why would y'all
down that road?
even strike me as a person that don't give a fuck, dude?
I didn't say that.
So my intention was to hurt people?
Are you going to answer my question?
I'm not asking, man. Take me to jail, man. Y'all, that's where I'm going. Y'all going to charge me with whatever y'all going to charge me with, regardless of what I say. I'm not stupid. And y'all know I'm not stupid. Y'all going to charge me with it, whatever I was getting charged with, I was getting charged with, regardless if I didn't talk to y'all or not. And y'all know that.
That's disappointing.
And I'm not disappointed that y'all sit up here and drug, not saying y'all got a job to do. I understand that. I understand that. I can't get mad at neither one of y'all for doing y'all job. But at the end of the day, y'all knew what I was getting charged with. Y'all knew all this last night, and y'all drugged me through the ringer to make me tell on myself to get all this time that I was going to be facing anyway, when y'all could have just been like, look, man, this is what's going on. Hey, you want to talk or you don't? We're going to take you to jail, and you're going to have to deal with it. I would have rather you just been honest enough to do it. No, it's not, because it never helps.
Yeah,
it never helps. It never helps.
Then you're not looking at the right source.
Huh?
Help us understand why.
Okay, now that I can understand.
So tell me why.
I can understand, but it never helps to. It's not like y'all gonna go to the DA and be like, well, this and this and this and this and this, and you know, this is what we think. When all they gonna do is say,
answer our questions, Darrell.
When all they gonna do is say, well, we already know what we want to do anyway.
You're gonna answer our questions now, Darrell?
Is it gonna help me?
We just said the truth. Are you gonna answer?
Is it gonna help me?
That's up to you to decide.
How is it up to me? I'm not the one that.
Is you know the truth
going to help you?
It's all in here.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
I'm the one that's sitting here with everything. Listen, man. My intentions is not to ever hurt or harm a soul. That's not the type of person I am. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I was raised. I was not intending to meet up with her to harm her or anybody else. That is not why. I was not drinking.
Mhm.
I do smoke weed. Do I have mental health issues? Yes, I do. Am I supposed to be on medication? Yes,
What
I
are you
am.
supposed to be on?
Now here
What am
comes
I
the mental
supposed to be
health.
Yeah,
on?
what are you supposed to be taking?
Didn't say
Right.
anything
The
on
last one I was taking that I remember the name is Paxil, but I was just on something else that I can't remember the name to. It was a T, some type of T name.
Why'd you stop?
I stopped because I felt like I was in a better space mentally. That's
Without
why,
it?
without
Or
it,
with it?
without it.
So you almost felt like it didn't benefit. You were better not taking it than taking it?
I was better off not taking it than taking it because when I smoke marijuana, it kind of gives me the same effect
Yeah.
as medication. And my mom, who works in the health field, she would even tell me that's why you smoke, because I'm not, like I said, it's not like I smoke all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day. It's not that. But she noticed is that that's why you don't take your medication anymore, is because you've been smoking. And I noticed the same effect. She would know. She's been in the health field over 40 years.
Sure.
So she would know.
What are you diagnosed with?
Bipolar, manic depressive, schizophrenic, severely depressed, PTSD.
Okay.
And these, I used to get SSI checks, and I've been in mental institutions.
When's the last time?
It's been a minute, but I can tell you this: I should have never stopped taking my medication, and it definitely was.
So you're able to work.
It's
You can
definitely.
hold employment.
Yeah, I can hold
You had a
employment.
job. So you
Yeah,
weren't put
yeah,
on
you can
disability
hold
from
it.
it.
No, that doesn't change your disability. Well, I don't know how they do it in Waukesha. I don't know. But in Milwaukee, it doesn't change. It doesn't change anything. I had stopped getting benefits years ago, so it wasn't like I was still getting the benefits anyway. I wasn't still getting the check cut, but I still was getting my medication. That is probably going to be a rest of my life type of thing, which I'm okay with.
It's the nature of your schizophrenia. And I know it varies with people. What is it with you?
Which mean
What are the symptoms of yours?
symptoms, hallucinations,
What kind of hallucinations?
like just seeing stuff.
Seeing things?
That's it.
Yeah.
What about hearing things?
Nah,
Yeah, seeing stuff.
man.
All right.
Mhm.
So what
I
about
don't know.
all
I don't know
this
the exact name of the med for that.
Mhm.
I know the lithium, clonidine, trazodone, Wellbutrin, all those. I wasn't all on them at one time. Obviously, the lithium and clonidine I was on at the same time. One was for the mood,
Mhm.
so I wouldn't be like this too much. And then the other one was for just to keep me like this
For
even.
when did you stop taking the medication?
Probably like March.
Okay.
So it's something I've been taking medication since I was 11 years old. 11 years old. So that lets you know it's probably gonna be a for life thing,
Mhm.
which I'm, like I said, I'm okay with.
You gonna talk to us about these?
I'm going to jail for it. It's not gonna help. Like at this point, man, I'm disgusted with
Pizza
myself.
Queen.
I'm disgusted how everything went down because I didn't have, like I said, my intentions wasn't to meet up with her to even hang out. It wasn't even to meet up with her to even spend any kind of time. It was just, yo, grab that and whatever. And that turned into, well, you're not gonna spend time with me, you're not gonna do this with me, you're not gonna hang out with me. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, well, I'm gonna do this. Okay, well, I'm out. You won't see me anymore then. I'm out.
Oh my word.
One of the questions one of the detectives had for us,
Because I see the
different
domestic.
aspect. Yep, we'll get to that in a second.
Hey
Working a
Cindy, thanks for
different
becoming a
aspect of the
member.
case is, they want to know if you'd be willing to submit to a DNA swab to compare it to some things. So it's a little swab, yeah. I go on each side, inside of
Welcome to the Hee Hee and Kiki Keying Club.
each of your cheeks, once on each side.
Or what?
Just based on the totality of all of this. I didn't ask specifically what they had that it's being utilized for. I'm sure to compare to something. I mean, it's up to you. We're asking if you're willing to help out with that aspect of the investigation. They'll probably apply for a warrant if you say no. Doesn't mean they get it. But
What would that be in, like, what would they be checking my DNA for exactly?
Like you said,
Got
probably
my
comparing
blood,
it against.
got my blood. This is
Right,
if I was
right.
drunk.
That's
right?
a separate
different.
lab.
It's a separate thing.
Now,
Question is if
See,
You're willing
you
to
see how
consider that.
confusing like stuff keep popping. I'm not saying it's you guys, but it's confusing to me that stuff keep popping up. Well, this has to do and this, and it's like, okay, I got forced to give my blood. I got forced.
obviously, Darrell, it's going to be related to some piece of evidence, and it's either going to potentially show you're involved or show you're not. I don't know. We don't know until it's compared. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Obviously, it's getting compared to something. They don't just do it to do it. There's something that was found. I don't know what it is. That's not a lie. I don't know what it is. But
Something was
they ask,
found.
if there's a piece of evidence that they want to see if something on it matches yours. I don't know what that specific piece is.
But I know, well,
So the
that
question
part
is,
kind of, I know it's not a weapon, so at least I'm
right,
good there.
I have
know
the swabs here.
No, it's not no weapon.
Do you consent to that?
No,
Do you fill out a form,
no,
or do you
no.
want them? Okay.
Nope. You got to tell me why. You got to tell me why.
well, we did tell you why. You can say no. That's
Yeah,
fine,
yeah,
but
yeah.
we did tell you why.
Yeah, no. Not nothing like that.
You saw the videos.
Knowing something more. I know you, like I said, I know y'all just got a
I
job to
can't
do.
sit
I'm
here
not
and tell
saying-
you what specific pieces of evidence necessarily. are.
Yeah, I
Especially if
understand
already
that.
know 'em.
If you want to say no, you can say no.
No, I
Nobody's
don't.
gonna force it. Nobody's gonna fault you. Just don't pretend that it's because we're not telling you. We're telling you.
No, I'm not saying it's because
Okay.
you didn't tell me. I'm just saying I don't want to do it because I don't know what they want it for.
Sure.
So my thing isn't with, what you guys are asking is with them.
all good.
Whoever
You saw
told
this.
you to,
You see it
It's all
out
good.
I
there?
just
Move
seen
on.
domestic abuse contact something.
Yeah, prohibition.
What's that?
Okay. It means you can't have any contact with Erica. All right. There's an issue
While
between you two.
this is going down, or
No, it's for a domestic abuse incident that they found probable cause for between you and her, in which they determined you were the aggressor.
for this right now.
Yep, from back on
This was
Saturday,
Saturday.
when you say you weren't here.
Are you kidding me?
No. I'm kidding you.
I was not. Are you serious?
She says you were.
And it's not even gonna be
You're not convicted yet. It's got to go through the system.
the fact I'm getting charged with
Okay,
something I
probably
didn't do.
Well,
I wouldn't worry about the domestic stuff.
But I'm
Yeah.
just why? Because
Yeah.
the other stuff is more serious, huh?
Yeah, you think so?
You can say that, man.
You idiot.
You're a smart guy.
You're a smart guy.
anyway, as it is, I got to read this to you.
No, this is
Okay.
crazy. So
just make.
she's saying I hit her or something Saturday?
We
You're
gotta finish this part. We're pretty much at a point where we're not talking.
Just pay attention to the form,
No, this is.
so you don't get yourself jammed up more. Just listen to what I read. All
Dude,
right?
are you kidding me?
Just listen to what I read.
Steven,
Okay.
Erica alert.
Start there.
Oh my God, dude, this is worse and worse and worse. Are you kidding me?
Well, Darrell, how can I can't necessarily take your word for it that you didn't do anything, because initially you told us your mom didn't have a car, and then you admitted she did. So that was a lie. That's
What
one.
does that got
and all
to do
it
with
takes
the domestic?
It's dishonesty. Why would you lie about something that's potentially so trivial? Oh, she doesn't have a, well, yeah, she does, and I use it for things. So the point is, there's credibility issue there. I got to read this to you. That's what she's saying. I don't know the court will convict you for it, but I'm just telling you what she's saying. So I'm going to
So
read
she
this.
said I hit her.
It was physical contact. I'm not going to get into what. I don't know the full extent of what. Yeah.
Oh man, no, I was
You
not.
say no,
out here
she
on-
says yes, so it's going to come down
Oh
to
my
this.
God,
Whose side is the evidence support?
dude, are you serious?
Are you ready to listen so you don't mess this up and get yourself in more trouble? Because I'm not trying to bring that on you. Should I read it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wisconsin statutes impose certain restrictions upon those persons charged with crimes involving domestic abuse and related offenses. Wisconsin statute 939.621 states that if a person commits an act of domestic abuse as defined in section 968.075 sub 1 sub a, and the act constitutes the commission of a crime, the maximum term of imprisonment for that crime may be increased by not more than 2 years if the crime is committed during the 72 hours immediately following an arrest for a domestic abuse incident as set forth in section 968.075 sub 5. Basically, that's telling you any further actions against her in 72 hours can be constituted as a felony. This 72-hour period applies whether or not there has been a waiver by the victim under section 968.075 sub 5 sub c. The victim of the domestic abuse crime does not have to be the same as the victim of the domestic abuse incident that resulted in the arrest. The penalty increase under this section changes the status of a misdemeanor to a felony. Do you understand all that? Do you want me to clarify what all that meant?
So right now, this charge is a misdemeanor.
Correct, that's my understanding. So if you had another incident with her in the next 72 hours or anyone else that you have a domestic relationship with, it could be a felony. It doesn't have to be her. So
I'm not going nowhere no time soon, so we ain't got to worry about that. Me having physical contact with somebody I'm not even finna see.
Sure. Okay. Next paragraph says Wisconsin statute 968.075 states that unless there is a waiver under paragraph C, during the 72 hours following an arrest for a domestic abuse incident, the arrested person shall avoid the residency of the alleged victim of the domestic abuse incident, and if applicable, any premises temporarily occupied by the alleged victim, and avoid contacting or causing any person other than law enforcement and attorneys for the arrested person or alleged victim to contact the alleged victim. An arrested person who intentionally violates this paragraph may be fined not more than $10,000 or imprisoned for 9 months or both. So basically, a victim can say, in addition to it being a felony for 72 hours, a victim can say, I don't want him or her to contact me at all for 72 hours. And then if the suspect, in that case, say you violated that because she said she didn't want contact, you could be facing the restrictions in that paragraph. Does that make sense? Okay. Domestic abuse means any of the following: engagement by adult against his or her spouse, former spouse, or against an adult with whom the person resides or formerly resided, or against an adult with whom a person has created a child. 1, intentional infliction of physical pain, physical injury or illness, intentional impairment of physical condition. 3, acts constituting sexual assault is defined in section 940.225 sub 1, 2, or 3, or 4, a physical act that may cause the person reasonably to fear imminent engagement in the conduct as described above in 1, 2, 3. No, she did not waive this 72-hour no contact prohibition. Your time of arrest was 5:39 p.m. Yesterday, which is what, the 21st? So you can't call her, you can't have anyone call her on your behalf, absolutely nothing till after that time. What would that be, the 24th, Wednesday? Correct. Till the 24th. So you'll have to go over to the jail, write about that. Don't call her from there. Don't have another inmate call her for you. Don't have your mom call her for you. No. Don't do nothing. Statutory requirements referencing domestic abuse have been explained to me. I understand that. 1, I'm to avoid the residence of the alleged victim or any premises temporarily occupied by the alleged victim. Do you understand that part?
No, say it again.
That you have to avoid the residence
of
the alleged victim or any premises temporarily occupied by the alleged victim. Understand that? Okay. I'm to avoid contacting or cause any person other than law enforcement and attorneys to contact the alleged victim. Understand that part? Need it read again?
Don't have nobody.
I am to avoid contact. Yep, nobody but attorneys. Okay. My release from custody is conditional upon this signed agreement to refrain from any threats or acts of domestic abuse against the alleged victim or any other person. Any additional acts of domestic abuse within 72 hours shall be considered a felony. Do you understand that part? Yes, sir. Basically, what it's saying is you don't have to agree to this form, but if you refuse to sign it and acknowledge that you can't do these things, you can't be released. Make sense? If I violate these requirements, I may be fined not more than $10,000 or imprisoned not more than 9 months or both, pursuant to section 968, sub 5, sub 5 2. So if you violate these rules, imprisonment 9 months, $10,000 fine or both. Do you understand that?
Yes.
What I need you to do,
I can't believe she's doing this to me.
focus for a few more minutes here, Darrell.
Knowing I
I
was
need
not
you to
out
initial
here.
these, if you understood them like you said you did. Those 4 things I read there, and those 4 things I read there. And then sign, date, and I'll give you the time.
This is crazy, man.
No, what's
I
crazy is
don't
what you
don't
did.
believe she told y'all that, man. Who talked to her? Did you talk to her?
One of our other detectives.
And they said I was out here Saturday and got into an altercation with her.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And nobody has to prove that.
Well, there's
Like, come on, man. Like, so I could just get in
there
trouble
was
just for
physical
her saying
evidence to
that.
corroborate it.
Huh?
There's physical evidence to corroborate it.
What physical evidence?
Well,
That's what I'm saying. What?
we're not.
What physical
Right now, we
evidence?
gotta
You
sign the
keep
form.
asking
I'm not
us to
gonna
give you
I'm not
stuff,
gonna give you all these
so,
answers
all right.
when we're not.
All right.
We're just kind of spinning our wheels here.
No, I ain't spinning. Y'all spinning my wheels. Y'all knew it was gonna happen from day
Oh my
one,
goodness.
from the get. As soon as y'all said, "Oh, we gotta investigate this," y'all knew it was gonna happen.
4:15.
Y'all knew it was gonna happen. And y'all tried to play me instead of just being 100. Y'all could have just told me the truth, and I would have told y'all the truth. That's what I'm saying. I'm in trouble for something I ain't even freaking do.
Praying for you, RJ, babe.
This mine?
That's yours.
Okay.
Sorry, honey.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I literally domestic abuse. So I got a question. If she says what she's gonna end up doing, if she says none of this happened, then what?
It's dropped. I don't know. It's got to go through the court proceedings. You said you've been through this before.
No, I'm going through it right now.
You know?
That's why I'm like, how could?
Aw,
Why would she do this to
RJ.
me, dude? Oh. She know I was not nowhere. Dude, oh my God, man, my life is over. Over, man.
So here's the other thing. I got a message here. Are you willing to give us consent to do much of anything, Darrell?
What, you got a message for what?
One of our guys, they
Okay.
recovered your iPhone. And they got your Android too.
Where, from where?
I don't know where they found the iPhone. I don't know where I think they found the iPhone in the car. I don't know if they got the Android from somewhere else or what. But they found the iPhone in the car. So,
is that what I needed to take
As part of the whole investigation, obviously, they're going to want to know what's in the contents of the phone. They're going to do like a download of it, or they're going to look to do a download of it. All right. Now they have machines and techniques they can use that often damages the phone if there's no passcode or consent. Are you willing to give consent to avoid possibly
I gave you
damaging?
the pass.
What's the passcode on the Android one?
Oh shit, I don't know, man. I don't even use that phone. That was my mom's old phone.
When's the last time you used it?
Wait a minute. Sounds like you guys have my phone.
If it's not,
Because I don't want to break it. You got to know a code here. If
No,
you
I'm
don't
saying-
use it, there's nothing in it.
The phone only works when it's on Wi-Fi because it's not on. So you have to be by Wi-Fi for the phone to actually work.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
They can
and
figure
that was
it
my
out.
mom's old phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that was her phone.
So what's the one? It's the 7 shape
It's a
on the
7,
iPhone.
yeah.
But iPhones don't have swipes normally.
Yes, this one does. It has a swipe. It either has face recognition or draw the thing.
And that's it.
Yeah. Usually the only time it doesn't read my face is if I have my mask on. If I have my mask on, then I have to draw. But if it's usually it's face recognition. It looks at my face, it scans my face, it opens up.
What model is it? An 11?
I have no idea. I've never had an iPhone. My mama got me for it. It was my first time ever having an iPhone.
Please add Justin
But
to
I
your
tell
prayer
you
list.
what though, every number that I own is in that phone. So to be able to call anybody, I definitely would need y'all to put that phone in my property. If you guys can. If you can't, I understand.
Well, I mean,
That's the only way I can get, because I still got the open cases in Milwaukee. I can't contact my lawyer without getting the number. I can't contact my justice point worker. I can't contact.
first things first, do we have your permission to look at it or what?
I gave you the code.
So is that yes? You're okay with it?
What is it actually for? That's what I was. Because
It's for the-
this
for
is
the
why I'm
investigation.
confused. Because the first thing y'all said was the DNA swab thing,
Yeah, that's part of it
and
too.
then now it's that. So I'm kind of confused. Like,
It's to look through the phone, to see what's in the phone, to see if anything pertaining to this investigation is there. That's why. That's why.
Because you a fool. You've been caught.
I mean, if there's something there that you're saying changes things up, particularly on the domestic with her, there you go. But the guy that works the phones is saying, swipe code isn't it? He knows his phone. So is it swipe or you have to hit those buttons? Because that's apparently not it. And I'm not making that
I
up.
would do know that just by saying, oh, I looked at the phone and it's this.
Because he does that professionally.
He knows more
He knows
about your
phones.
phone than you do, or I do.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he actually
No, he
does,
don't.
based on what he does.
There are no iPhones with a swipe.
I don't know what to tell, dude.
So is there consent here or no?
No.
No? Okay. That's all I needed to know.
How come that? Wait a second. So where was my phone last night?
Sounds like you got my phone.
We did not have it last night.
Is it the black iPhone with the cracked screen?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So
That's
how
the
do
way
I?
you described it. So
Huh?
That's the way you described it, yeah.
So how do I even know if it's my phone?
I believe it was taken from the car, is what Detective Carpenter said.
Is it black with a crack in the screen?
I don't know.
I can't believe this, man.
Mark.
I can't even cry right now.
No?
You don't know how bad I want to,
Yeah.
but it's just I'm just so hurt, dude, that I can't even get the tears out, and I want to so bad, man.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe she would say I was somewhere Saturday. She know I didn't do anything to her, man. How all of a sudden I was out here Saturday all of a sudden. But she never brought up with me meeting up with her then. Wouldn't I be asking about the money and all that stuff then? That would be my only reason for meeting up with you. So I meet up with you Saturday, I domestically abuse you, then turn around and meet you again Sunday.
Yeah, that's all assuming your version of events
Like,
is,
are you kidding me?
that's all assuming your version
then,
of events is actually true.
If I actually put my
We don't
hands
know.
on her, she would have called you guys.
You can hear them in? I'm just about.
They're like, we're
And
done.
then, I mean, that's what you say, Darrell, but right now, we don't have any evidence proving what you say is true anyway. I don't really know what happened between you two, because there are things you haven't been honest about.
Okay, so yeah, just because I wasn't honest about my mom's truck and all that, that makes me dishonest about me beating up my baby mama.
Definitely raises questions.
There's other things
You know?
too.
Yeah.
I understand you're frustrated.
Did you even see her?
I personally did not. No, this is multiple detectives and officers working on this.
And she said that I beat her up. Oh, she's doing this to me, dude. Why is she doing this to me? Why is she doing this to me? Man, can y'all just take me where y'all gonna take me, please?
We'll get to that point.
No, my life is over, dude. One way or the other, this shit gonna end if I gotta do it myself. I'm not going to prison forever. I'm not sitting in no prison cell. I've been there in Nevada. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna admit to nothing I didn't do. Why is she doing this to me? And she know I didn't put my hands on her, man. I was nowhere around her Saturday. I wasn't nowhere in. It's crazy that people can just charge you with something without even having, like, yo, we can't even check her story. Her story isn't even being checked out.
It is. I told her she's getting interviewed a second time.
Like, what the hell? So she said this last night that I beat her up Saturday.
Yeah, I believe so.
Who? Listen, man, I wasn't honest about certain things, but I did not put my hands on this woman. I did not touch this woman. I did not push this woman. I did not punch this woman. I did not choke this woman. I did not grab this woman. I did not kick this woman. I did not push this woman down. I did not do anything to this girl. God, dude.
Hey,
Reckless
unclean hands.
endangerment. Reckless endangerment. Domestic abuse. Oh, God, I'm never getting out of fucking prison. When she tells you guys that this didn't happen, how can I even trust that the charges will be dropped? How can I trust that I won't have to still sit in jail and go through a process even when she takes her story away, man? When she's not mad or angry anymore, that's just what she does this all the time. Y'all can't look this up and see this. Y'all can do all this other investigating, but y'all can't find the basic facts of this.
I can tell you enough basic facts have been found that justify that charge.
They justify that I put my hands on her.
Sorry, guys, I'm going through a sneezing bit. I like sneeze like 10 times.
So them two charges and a possible OWI, that's not going to be there when y'all check the blood. Reckless endangerment and then domestic abuse, right?
That's my understanding.
So what happens to the problem stuff? That shit goes out the window?
Yeah, because when we started asking questions, like I said, follow up on stuff. Last time we didn't know.
Well, at least
Somebody goes out and
at
talks
least
to the
people
guy
know I
who saw
wasn't trying to loiter and
We
break.
weren't trying to break into people's houses.
So that's gone.
Yeah, that's not part of it.
I'm just saying. I just wanted that at least. Goddamn, like at least don't make me look like a total fucking creep.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I believe there's no grounds for the disorderly conduct that we talked about either.
Yeah, like I would have to fucking fight with the police and all that, and obviously I can't do that if they got guns drawn on me, right? I'd get me fucking shot.
Yeah, nobody's accusing you of fighting with the cops or nothing.
That's why I was trying to figure out where the hell was a disorderly conduct for.
Like I said, last night was a busy night, and we had to wait for a flow of information, because we don't want to just throw shit at you that you didn't do.
Right. So just so I'm clear, just for peace of mind, reckless endangerment and domestic abuse.
Yep, that's what he
That's
said to Erica,
my
Tony.
understanding as it is right now, and then the OWI will look for it as well.
Is it first degree reckless endangerment, second degree reckless endangerment?
That I do not know. Again, my job here is talk to you, interview you. That's been my job since yesterday. Since somebody picked you up and said, hey, this guy might be involved. My job is to hang out with you. So I don't know, and I know that's frustrating for you. I feel that, and if I was in your position, I'd be frustrated too. I wish I could tell you definitively what charges. The investigation is still ongoing. The appropriate charges will get forwarded if there's enough evidence for them. That is still getting worked out. So I wish I could tell you, but
No, I know you can't. I was
based
just,
on what we described and what we talked about, yes, that's what we're looking at right now. So, and there's other people working on this that gather this and make those decisions. Like I said, I mean, I'm here, but yeah, I'm not new at this, but I'm not running the show either yet. You know what I mean? So I kind of go where I'm told, do what I can do. As soon as there is a comprehensive list or whatever that they're going to forward, you'll know. Nobody's trying to keep you in the dark. I understand it's frustrating.
so I got to go to Waukesha County Jail, right?
Yeah.
When will I be going there?
Again, that's waiting on my partner because he's going out making those phone calls to the bosses, talking about that stuff. I don't know. You seem to make it sound like you want to go sooner rather than later.
I mean, because I at least want to be able to talk to my girls. I haven't had a phone call in the whole more than 24 hours.
His mother.
And I don't know what their rules are here at Muskego about phone calls. I know for a fact at county, they give you phone calls, right? So,
Right, but it's just that's driving me crazy too. Is that I haven't had a chance to call home.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to talk to my girls, man.
I respect that.
And that's why I was like, I don't see why they couldn't just do it here. Like, if you know I was gonna be here for a whole day, they could at least been like, yo, or even if they was like, yo, you got a number, like I'll call for you and relay it. That's something.
Right. Well,
Just something.
we did last night when we talked to your mother.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know. I don't
Where
know
is
if that's the truth. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And who talked to my mother? That's the whole thing. Who?
I actually don't know who. But
You see what I mean? So I don't even know if that's true. They probably could have just called and said, hey, man,
I have no
we
reason
want to
why
know
to
if
do
this
it.
is this.
Right.
That doesn't mean, oh, yeah, we doing this, we're investigating this. Like, my mama's older. She don't know nothing. But, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
Like, she was more like, let me talk to my son and find out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can, you know what I mean? I haven't had a chance to call her. I haven't had a chance to call my girls.
Oh my word.
Yeah, while we're, like I said, because we're in Muskego, I can't make those calls because we're in Muskego and I'm in Waukesha.
I just want to go, man, because I know. I'm telling you right now, man.
Oh, he's a weasel. Weasel.
Y'all try to charge me with first degree reckless endangerment. I'm not never getting out of prison. I'm gonna make sure of it.
No, don't want to hear that. But
I'm gonna make sure of it.
Let's put it all on me. I want my attention.
we don't
That's
want
what he
that to
wants.
happen.
My life is over, man.
It sure
I'm
is.
starting to come to grips with the fact that no matter what I do for this
All right,
girl, no
Joe.
matter how much I show her, no matter how much I try to, I got your back. I just don't want you drinking. Like, you seen, you came up here. My family embraced you. We all embraced you because we wanted everything to work out. Like, like I told you, man, I love this girl, man. She's like, no fucking joke. And she knows I wouldn't do anything to harm her. So why would you do that to me?
I wonder how they kept from saying, dude, why are you so worried about her? Why aren't you more worried about what's going on over here? But maybe they couldn't go into it or they didn't want to go into it yet. I don't know. I was always floored by why they didn't. Carpenter went there a little bit, but he didn't go as much as I wanted him to.
You would rather see me sit in jail, sit in prison, so okay, he ain't got no other option but to depend on talking to me and me only.
Is that what she does when you get locked up?
Yeah. And even then she'll be like, if I find out you talking to any other females, I'm gonna not mess with you. And it's like, why? The last thing we need to be worried about now is some other chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's supposed to be you and I.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man, dude. She's gonna, and she does this every time, man. And it's like, by now, nobody sees this. She's gonna get up there and she's gonna be like, no, I was just drinking. I was just angry at him and I didn't want him.
Kimmy.
But every time that happens, nobody never has the decency to go by the law and be like, okay, man, drop these charges right away.
Sure.
Which is what I think should happen. Once a person shows you, oh, okay. No, don't make me keep going through the process. Don't, because that's unfair to y'all too. Y'all got to keep bringing somebody to court and keep having them in the community, checking in, doing all this, doing all that, and going back and forth to court for a case that's, okay, I got to drop this charge. And it's this.
I don't think so, Coffee. I don't think he left Saturday.
I know y'all probably mad at me, dude, but listen, man, I'm not this type of person, man. I'm not mad at you. I'm not.
I don't know. I just, like you said, you recognize that we're just doing our job here. Not judging you. It's not my place to judge you. It's just my job to report what happened. So.
Did a lot of people get hurt?
I don't know what the number is.
You said it was more than one person, though.
I believe so, yeah.
And nobody was killed, were they?
Not aware. Like I said, I don't have all the information on this very large scale.
Well, I think by now, if somebody died, they would.
I would assume that we would know since we
Y'all
hang out with it.
Y'all would know that.
Probably would. So.
I'm not a murderer. I'm not.
But you are.
I'm not a beat up people. I'm not a robber. I'm not none of those things. None of them.
Oh, Tim, you think that if Carpenter would have stayed out of the room, that he would have ended up opening up to Stern better? Possibly.
Oh man.
No, I don't think they
think before I even
I don't think
turned
so.
40, man. That
J-Man. I think it happened the day of the parade, not the day before, though.
no.
Like, all this information's coming in about all the people that are in the hospital and how serious some of them are, and
Came a long way, man.
the ones that are no longer with them.
I came a long way, man. was gonna graduate from high school.
Dude, you didn't do shit in your life.
Came a long way for it to end like this.
I think it's the end for you now.
Why you say that?
People overcome stuff all the time.
After people overcome stuff after sitting in prison for 10, 15 years, huh?
Who says that it's going to be that long? You know what I mean? You don't know how this is going to play out. You don't know. You don't know what you get sentenced to. You don't know if you'll be found guilty.
No, there is a Marcus,
Just
but he's
because we
passed
forward
away.
something to the DA as a charge doesn't mean the DA actually charges it.
Looking at this is what he wanted me to see, right?
Yeah, just that. That's all.
This right here, right?
Oh, that's.
It's crazy, yo.
Oh my gosh, Tony. I have to put that up.
It's crazy, yo.
That's classic. He has no reaction to that though, really. He's looking to see what evidence they have. He's not looking to see what's
So where
wrong
did
with
the
people.
gray sweatshirt come from?
I don't know what you do with it.
They said they found the car, or it wasn't in the car?
I'm not sure. I don't know what all they found in the car. They were mostly concerned with the phone. You dump it when you're running away.
The
from
phone.
car?
Check this out though. The phone would be, what significance would my phone play? To say to show if I actually was meeting up with my baby mama?
Yeah, sure. It can show any text messages, call logs, locations.
Right.
Yeah.
True. So it probably would be good for them to do that because they'll see that I wasn't in Waukesha Saturday.
Okay.
So once that's, now I got a question on that. Once that's proven, because I was not in Waukesha on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
If that's able to be proven, could that help the charge?
Likely. But that's all evidence that we've got to be seen. You know what I mean? So.
See, this is the part where a normal person would be
I'm
asking
freezing,
questions
man.
about all the people
My
that are
shoulder's
hurt.
starting to hurt again. Something's wrong with this shoulder. I know for a fact something is wrong with this shoulder. It probably wasn't broken, like they said. It probably wasn't a bone thing, but it's like a tendon or a muscle or something in there. Is something is messed up in his shoulder. I know it is.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
And they still don't know who that was that slammed me?
Yeah, they do. I don't know what to like tell you, but they do. The person left a report and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I can find out what the hell who that was that did that.
Yeah, you'll find out when all the reports are done and everything's open record or whatever. If you're going through court, that information will be there.
Freezing, man.
Hey, Brenda.
Yo, this is my copy you said, right? Yeah. Okay. Man, tell Jay, man, I wasn't trying to be no hard ass dude. I was just, it's so many emotions going through my head and my heart right now, man.
I don't blame you at all.
It's one part is just like, dude, my life is over. I'm gonna never be able to see I'm finna miss this holiday season with my children. It would have been the first holiday season I've had in Milwaukee with the kids since 2014. My sister died in 2014. That kind of made the family kind of like, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. It kind of was just like, because we still don't have closure to this day. We still don't know to this day if, you know, the real circumstances and why she passed. We don't really have closure. So that's something my mom has to live with every day. You know,
Yeah.
that's something I wouldn't wish on anybody having to bury their child.
No, that's rough.
Marcus went up to
It's a
Kevin
pain.
in
Hard
a
loss. You
tan
said she was
Kia.
31.
Yeah, it's a pain you would never get over.
Need a break, you want to switch?
Yeah, when done.
Yeah, just working on a little warrant. And then, so they're writing a warrant for those swabs I told you about, all right? DNA stuff, remember that?
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Okay, we'll probably try to get that done here, and then we'll leave.
Go to the Waukesha.
Yeah, hopefully that's done pretty quick, so.
Now, can they at least just say what they're for?
I'll probably, you're gonna know. I'll find out at some point, I don't know when. Look, man, as this goes through court, they have to tell you. You have to be presented with everything you're accused of. I honestly, right now, don't know what it is. I don't wanna take guesses, so.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we'll wait and see. You know, at some point, if they do it, which they're gonna do, or if the warrant is signed, they'll have to, you know, they're gonna have to state what it was compared to, so there's no getting around
So
that.
there's no,
There's no hiding anything.
what's done with my statement?
What's that?
My statement.
What about it? I mean, I'm not here to ask anything further. If
No.
you wanna tell me something.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, are y'all keeping that statement, or was?
What do you
Well-
think they're gonna do with it?
Yeah, for what it's worth, I mean, yeah, you saw us write down, we took notes, we talked with you, I mean, yeah, we're not gonna, so I know totally where you're going with that, I'm not gonna change it into something different, I can't, I won't. You know, everything you said will be there, nothing will be inserted by me that you didn't say. I won't say, he said he did this when you didn't say you did it. You know, you have your side, kind of what we talked about with Erica, for example, right, Erica? She has her side. Now it meets in the middle, okay? Now it comes down to whoever's dealing with that side, and I don't know who they all are. I know who a couple of them are, but you don't know who they are. So
I want to know
an
who
issue.
slammed me on my shoulder.
That'll be in there. They'll have to leave reports.
Really?
They're not from our agency. I don't know who they are. I don't know their names.
Because I gotta talk to somebody about that, because my shoulder still hurt.
Oh,
I wish they would have.
all right. How are you? Pretty much all done. Just waiting now to do the eventual transport and clearance warrant for the swap. So I'll probably do that here right away. If that's done pretty
I know, I'm silly. Poor Jackson was. Well, I think they already knew that Jackson
Okay.
wasn't going to make it, and they had him on life support for the donor purposes, the organ donor purposes.
Take them over and go back and do it when it's ready.
And yeah, can you imagine? The cops knew that too.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, probably half hour.
Thank you, Neo. Please like and
Okay.
subscribe, y'all, if you hadn't already.
Okay.
I know, acting like he
Good.
spends his holidays with his
Yeah,
kids.
that's perfect. Yeah.
They have the video of him getting slammed. Oh wait, that's right,
What
because
do
it
they
didn't
need to
happen.
swab your DNA for?
They didn't explain that to you? They didn't tell you? They didn't tell you?
No.
I know they mentioned something about, obviously for something. But I don't know if there's something specific.
No, I was just saying, what do they usually do that for?
See if there's any DNA transfer.
Yeah, got it.
Could be for anything. Everyone has DNA, saliva, touch, and skin cells and stuff like that.
I don't think. Do you guys think any of those photos they showed him were him sitting in the car? I was trying to figure that out, and I guess I wasn't paying
You should
attention
be
just
able
now
to,
because I was
like,
trying to
legally,
read the
you should
chat.
be able to refuse that.
You can, you did. That's why they're getting a warrant. That.
And then once a warrant comes, I can't refuse it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, see, that still should be against the law.
Why?
I mean, for them to forcefully get something from you.
That's what warrants are for? Yeah. That's how anybody can say no to everything they want you
Right.
to do. I mean,
Right.
so it's no to blood draws, no to looking at someone's phone, no to DNA swab. You know what? That's what the courts are for, and that's why, regardless of the outcome of getting the warrant approved and whatever you're going through right now, that's what courts for. They decide all that stuff.
Oh yeah, copy. I should have. Great point, Helen. All this talk about Mummy, but he did nothing to help her at all. He didn't. She still supported him at age 40. Brenda says it's all I, me, my with him. So true. Kimmy says everything you say will be used against you in a court of law. Y'all making me look like a bad guy, man. I'm not a bad guy. What y'all trying to pull? Steven. I'm surprised he didn't say more to this cop. Oh, that's true, Janice. The arresting cop should have said that. Don't worry, we have body cam footage.
My life is over, man.
And that's what comes out of his mouth.
It's crazy, man. That's all I keep thinking about is like.
All I keep thinking about is myself.
Would have been a thrill to live to be 70 or something like that.
What was that?
I said it would have been a thrill to live to be like 70 or something like that, 80 or something like that, My life is over now.
Hey, John Anna, why don't you jump in the chat? It's like, how do they have all this? Because I didn't give them any of this information, Louise.
Well, you feel that way? Everything in life has consequences.
Yeah, for sure. With this situation.
Oh, that you did hear him say, "This is you." Okay.
It wasn't. What I did per se. It was about the decision to be around somebody that I knew I shouldn't have been around at that moment. So it's on me because I made the decision to link up with somebody that I knew I should have never linked up with.
Yeah. Sure.
That was
but it's still,
it was a poor choice for me to link up with somebody.
Still 100% you what happens after that.
Yeah.
You're
True.
An adult.
True.
Right?
True.
You're, no matter what, you're going to control you.
The crazy thing about it, and you're absolutely right. The crazy thing about that is, with my situation, somebody will tell you, this is what I'm going to do if you're not doing this, and can get you locked up without having proof. Now, everything else I have to deal with. I understand, but as far as this domestic thing, you shouldn't be able to get sent to jail just because your girlfriend or your wife or somebody says you did something.
Okay,
Where's the
Budgie.
evidence? Where's the physical thing? Where's
You're right, you really don't ever go to jail based on just somebody saying something.
in Milwaukee they do that,
Well, here, there's gotta be evidence.
right? And
So
they
there's
say,
evidence.
well, that's what they saying. It's evidence based on the day that I wasn't even in Waukesha. How can I commit a domestic abuse if I'm not even in the city? And that can be proven that I'm not in the city. And furthermore, it's going to be proven that I never did anything because all she does when she's angry and drunk is make calls. She's going to double. She's done it before. Call back and say, I was just drunk. I was just mad. None of this never happened.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because in our line of work, that happens quite often, unfortunately.
It's going to happen because she know I didn't do anything to her.
Right, but again, I don't know details. I'm probably saying too much, but
Dude, you ran over all these people.
there's a reason why you hear from that alone, right?
Right.
That's what court's for.
Right.
To decide that stuff. People recant statements, people say things out of emotion, and then they take it back, or this, that, and the other thing. We can only deal with what we have in front of us at the time. Can't predict the future. If she does, then, whatever that, regarding what happened Saturday, domestic, don't know anything about it, whatever the outcome, that can change, or what the outcome is now can change in the future, right? But right now, it's what we got. You're really fixated on the
You really fixated on that.
domestic, though.
Like, why?
Because that's the thing that caused everything. It's like, first of all, you said I did something to you that I did do, and then you said it happened on a day where I wasn't anywhere around you.
So it didn't
And
cause anything then.
Well,
It
I met up
never
with
happened,
her
nothing caused.
yesterday. I met up with her yesterday, and we got into a shouting match. And because of us getting into that shouting match, it caused a ripple effect for everything else.
Right.
But then the thing with her is she's saying, oh, well, he didn't do, we just
Take care,
argued
RJ.
yesterday. Well, I'm talking about Sunday. Or we just argued, it wasn't anything. Oh, but Saturday, and it's like, what Saturday? I wasn't even around you. So which one is it? One day you saying, last night you said nothing happened, we was just arguing, this and that. Now today you saying, oh, well, yeah, nothing happened yesterday. Oh, but this day, what?
Regardless of all that, because I know nothing of that, it doesn't change what happened after that.
Oh, so you know what happened after that.
No, I don't know. I don't know, like, hardly anything. I'm here now today, listening to them talk to you.
Right.
Right outside in the hallway, right?
Right.
Correct. But like I said, there's consequences to actions.
There you go.
And whether you feel that those actions were, you try to reason with them or justify them to yourself, they happen. And there's an outcome that can't go back and change.
You're right. He never had to take he had never had any consequences for
But you
anything
can't
that
say
he was
in one
responsible
breath
for.
that you control, and you know of your actions and consequences and ownership, and then blame it on her.
No.
But you are, though. You keep saying,
No, I'm
if
saying.
it wasn't for her,
No.
things ripple
This is what I'm
back.
saying. No, because you misinterpreted what I was trying to say. But that could be me saying it wrong, so I'm not saying you. What I'm saying is.
We're ready to go on. You guys have radio for that?
Just saying, right?
Yep. We're gonna get you out of here, Darrell.
City walk there.
He's like, man, that cop don't get me either. Nobody understands me. Everybody trying to railroad me. He has no logic, Blanco. Ooh, he's just, ugh.
Okay.
You made it to the end, little angel. We're almost done for the day. Glad you made it though. What's he saying? She's still in there blaming Erica. What an idiot. What an idiot. Yeah, you know there was a mirror or something there. Maybe there wasn't though, but he had to have known they were watching it. You have to try to think sideways for DB logic. That's true, Stacy. Or just don't think at all. You think he was trying to run out the door at some point? I don't know. Maybe he wanted to understand exactly what evidence they had because he knew he was going down. Or J-Man says maybe he thinks I take these away, they don't have any evidence. What an idiot. Well, okay. Yeah, he probably does think that. Mel. Erica made a comment on our last video that she wanted to bring her boyfriend to court. She should. Didn't she say something about that? Or she said she has a new boyfriend? Oh, that would burn him up if he sat next to her, even on a Zoom call. He would lose his everything. What little he's got left.
Yeah. All right, Darrell, can you stand up for me? I do have to put handcuffs on you.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. I know what's going on, man. This is the shoulder. I know you didn't know, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I just touched your hand and didn't do anything.
No, the pressure, because even moving that arm a certain way, that shoulder is so back.
Yeah, I didn't touch you though. I didn't do anything. I don't know why you're saying that.
Just at least leave me enough room to turn my wrist.
You actually you don't want your palms to
No, I want it hurts my shoulder with my wrist being like this. I'm just trying to take some of the pressure off my shoulder, that's all.
Yes, though.
Come on, man.
I feel like I'm not even doing anything.
I know, it's the shoulder, it's not you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, it's not
right,
you.
Right, I'm not trying to hurt you, but.
He's so stupid. And then I think I have some, no sound video going out here. Let's see. I want to thank Sonia and Cindy also for both becoming members today. You guys rock. Welcome to our club. Bama was wondering why Detective Stern was not called as a witness. I don't think they needed him at that point. I mean, they had so much that it was like, yeah, there were some points in there he was talking to Stern and Carpenter wasn't in there, but they just had so much already. And by the way, happy birthday, Stacy B. I'm not singing to you though, because I don't want to do that to everybody. That would hurt people's ears. It's bad enough that I have to sit here and listen to me cackle all day. But I hope you have a really good day today. What? Yeah, it is surprising that Darrell didn't try to call, or Daryl, whatever you want to call him, didn't try to call Stern as a witness. At that point, he was mad. He had his feelings hurt. Being apprehended after fleeing and eluding really took a toll on my shoulders. Audrey. Ah. Lady Miss J said it probably hurts from sleeping on it the wrong way in his mom's car. You know what? I bet you're right. You're absolutely right. Y'all sing happy birthday in private to Stacy. See, you thought I forgot you, Stacy. I saw what you wrote earlier. I just wanted to wait till end of the interrogation to say something. Um, I started it so I could come back to it. He thought Stern was more what? Sympathetic. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking unfairly. Unseelie Fairy. I always get your name wrong. Just an idiot, y'all. He's just an idiot. Oh, we have the best chat ever. We do. Oh, yo, oh, wow. Oh, you're pulling on my shoulder. Spin him around again to pull on his shoulder a little bit more. Oh, don't make me do that. Pull me backwards. Take him back in there and put him in that little cell with that little mini window. So what's going to happen now, man? So he's trying to find out information now. Yeah, look how short Carpenter is next to Stern. During this interrogation, they were still thinking it was either domestic terrorism or a racist attack. This helps explain why they held him the max time without letting. Yeah, that's true. Because they could have said that. I was thinking they were going to say it was the terrorism, though. I mean, at first, of course, that's what everybody's mind goes to, and I guess they have to kind of that having that on file helps them kind of alleviate going through some of the red tape, right? Because you have more leeway when it's that type of situation, I believe. You don't think you'll watch it again? You know what, Helen? I'm done too. I've watched it about 3 times now. I'm done. And I know some of you've watched it more than that. He never once asked for an attorney. I know, Mel. I mean, he's a career criminal because he always gets caught because he's so stupid. Carrying all that BS must really be hurting his shoulder. Yucky. Oh yeah, he's 10 foot tall. Most definitely. I love Carpenter. He's my favorite. The only true thing he ever said the whole time he was in there, Debbie said, is that I'm never getting out of prison. He doesn't consent to the DNA, but he doesn't consent to anything. Oh, he's like, dude, where now? Can you imagine how many hours they were working without having any sleep or rest or anything? Well, yeah, this probably looks good on his rap record since he wants to be a gangsta rapper. The most unsuccessful career criminal. You are so right, Bugcatcher. Well, I'm so glad that you guys like coming in here. I enjoy having y'all, and I enjoy watching this stuff with you guys. So let's when I end this stream, which is going to be here in just a moment, you'll be redirected to tomorrow's live stream, which is going to be us waiting for. Hopefully, the hearing will be shown, and if it is shown, obviously we're going to have it on this channel. If they don't show anything, we're still going to watch some testimony like we've done over the last couple weeks, because we're still kind of in that time period of where we're kind of paying homage to the 1 year anniversary of the trial. So I hope you guys join us tomorrow morning again. I think it starts, what time did I say? It starts early, right? 8 a.m.? 8 a.m. Central Time. Gosh, that's awfully early for a hearing. Let me look at that again. I think I had 8 a.m. written down. Yeah, I've got 8 a.m. I'll double check that before. I didn't go into the docket again on him just before we started to stream today, and there's been no updates. He's still got the McDonald's food, and it's bagged for evidence. That's why. I hope y'all come back. So this is behind the scenes footage that we received from the Waukesha PD department, police department. Yeah, it's not good for us to watch this too much. It's so infuriating. It's infuriating. Y'all have been watching him way too long. I can't even pronounce my words now. Infuriating is what I meant to say. Is John Bubba in the chat, or you just mentioned John Bubba? Oh, he is in the chat. I got your message, John Bubba, and maybe this coming Saturday. I don't like to do Sundays, but maybe this coming Saturday we could do something. I'll get back to you. I've got to tomorrow I'm going to be gone for a little while, so we'll do that stream in the morning, and then I got to take off, and then I'll be back Wednesday to do some more, probably Wednesday afternoon. Aw. Well, we're glad to have you too, Budgie. I love y'all's comments. I bet you have, wait, I bet you they have to make others carry the box. What box? All right, well, you're going to have to watch it on replay. Where'd you see that 8:30 a.m. Central? Coffee cake. Where'd you see that? If it doesn't, maybe I set it for 8 a.m. because it is 8:30. I usually do that. I set it a little bit earlier. Okay. So we're out. That's it. That's it. Stop pulling that. I was restreaming my own video. Okay. Yeah, email me, guys. My email is in the is always in the description section, just below the fair use information. So you can send me an email if you'd like. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you so much. Y'all are awesome. Y'all have a blessed evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Bye, y'all.